love it.
Hello and welcome to the very first Lego Dungeons and Dragons game night.
Woo!
What? We are here to commemorate the incredible collaboration between the Lego Group and Dungeons and Dragons for their 50th anniversary of D&D, this game that we all very much love to play, with some extraordinary experiences, including this adventure, which is set by, because of two of its collaborative creators that we have here at the table. It is a set that I cannot name right now because it's a spoiler for our adventurers. However, what I can say is that this set will be available for purchase, and we will talk a little bit more of the intricacies of it through the game as you see it being put together piece by piece. Wow. It's very exciting. It is a result of a challenge launched on the Lego Ideas platform, where the Wizards of the Coast and the Lego Group combined and asked fans to create the ultimate Dungeons and Dragons set. The selected design by our very own Lucas was then made into the real Lego set that you will see here today. Now, mind you, just to give you a sense of the scope of what we are doing here, we are also sitting at a table made entirely of Lego pieces. It measures 1.4 meters by 2 meters using 140,845 individual Lego pieces. It took the master builders 482 hours to create, and it weighs 142 kilograms. So don't try this at home. If someone tries to flip the table, it's not my fault. I'm not liable. So this is the scope of what we're doing here today and how exciting it is. So, like I said, we can't show you the whole set just yet. But what we can share with everyone, I know. When folks buy the Lego Ideas Dungeons and Dragons Tale set between the 1st and 7th of April, they will also receive a free gift, which is a set that will create the tiny little mimic dice boxes. What? That you see in front of you, in front of our players to house their delicious dice as they roll high, roll low, roll fast, roll slow. I don't know why I'm singing now. Okay, so I feel like we may be ready to launch into this. I'm just going to give our players a chance to introduce themselves.
Okay.
Starting with my dear friend over here to my right. You.
All right. Well, hi everybody at home and here at the table. Hey.
What's up?
I'm Luis Carrazzo. I will be playing Gaspar Roca, who is a mountain dwarf cleric, and that's all I'm gonna. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Mysterious. Hello, I am Lucas. I designed the fan model for this set, and I'm so grateful to be here as the set has been developed into an actual full product. I'm just stunned by it. And I will be playing today as a forest gnome named Waynus Bree Twist.
We are very excited to have you at the table, and thank you so much for your design because it has inspired a tremendous amount of creativity, and I know it's going to inspire a tremendous amount of creativity with the folks at home who get to play with it.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jordan. I'm the creative lead on the Lego Ideas project, so running a team of designers who help to create the amazing set that you're going to see based on Lucas's amazing fan model. I will be taking the reins of Sir Robin Richmond, the rogue orc, but I won't go too much into his motives and things because it's more fun to discover that along the way.
Hello, I'm Ginny D, and I am going to be playing Professor Althea Runespinner, the elf wizard.
And those are our players and their characters. Just a couple of things that I want to advise you about. Your reason for arriving at this adventure may not be your reason for staying. Keep that in mind. And while I am intending to be a kind and benevolent first-time DM, oh my gosh, you guys! It's my first time DMing! So buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy night. There is much danger in this adventure. So please remember that almost every encounter can be averted or at least mitigated with cunning and cleverness.
Okay.
Yes, not all of you have to lead with the strength and the dexterity. You can use the smarts and the wisdom as well.
It's good of you to look at me then, since I'm so strong.
You are. You're huge.
I'm fine.
You're huge, babe. You're huge. You're huge. All right. Let's dive in. Now, each of you has traveled the world. You have explored new frontiers, you have conquered new foes, you have earned your reputations as powerful adventurers, and earned not just a little bit of coin while doing so. Indeed, you have seen hard days. But it's not hard days that brought you together. It was the celebration of the end of each one of your respective adventures when you came together, predictably, at a tavern where other adventurers gathered to celebrate, to relax, to take a load off after maybe killing a deadly beast or something. Whatever you do on a Tuesday as an adventurer. Now, when you sat there together and met, you regaled each other with tales of your travels, and you met the rather boisterous proprietress of particular establishment. She engaged you in a rousing game of truth or dare, during which you divulged your souls to each other. But then she shared a truth of her own, that she dreamed day and night of something unexpected. It was the smell of hot wings. Yes, indeed. Hot wings. You heard me say it. I said it. But not just any hot wings, a specific recipe she was desperate to obtain from the proprietor of an inn called In Plain Sight. Now, as she conveyed to you all how much she longed for that, these delectable drumsticks, these wondrous wings, these savory snacks, your mouths watered simply at the description, and you decided to take a day trip. So here, on the final leg of your journey to the In Plain Sight, you find yourselves rowing down this small stream off the main road, and who is it that is sitting in front of this boat and taking on the task of rowing?
Maybe it should be us as the elders of this group, leaders of the group.
Please.
We are
my
indeed
guest.
the elders,
Please be my guest.
we not?
Excellent, wonderful. And can
We are
you
definitely.
please describe for me, Ms. Runespinner, exactly what we see
Professor.
when we... Sorry, Professor Runespinner, my apologies. In fact, I'm going to put on my glasses just to look at you so that I feel like a professor myself. Would you please describe to us all who we see?
Althea Runespinner, Professor Althea Runespinner, is a tall, high elven woman. She stands with a very proper posture. Her hair is pulled back out of her face so that she can focus on the spells and texts before her, which she's often looking at. And she's in rather too fancy clothes for the adventurers that were going on, and they're starting to look a little bit worn around the edges because these are clothes meant for gliding about academic halls rather than trudging through the mud like we've sometimes been doing.
Wonderful. And seated next to her is?
Is Gaspar Roca, who is a dwarf who's a little bit older in his years. He's an adventurer that's been at it for some time, but it's someone who has joined the adventurer's life a little bit later than many other adventurers might have began their careers. And he is wearing chainmail that's got pauldrons, and it's not adorned with anything fancy, but to him it is adorned with an already caked into it history of the adventurers that he's been on, that he's proudly been on.
We see seated behind two unlikely friends, two unlikely members of this party. Would you like to describe who we
Yes,
see here?
Robin is a quite stocky orc, pale blue, grayish skin. Seems to be wearing simple leathers. They, contrary to Gaspar, are in perfect condition, no scuff marks whatsoever. It's as if they've never seen any kind of scuffle.
And seated next to him, who is his companion?
His wing is Spree Twisk. She's a small gnome, a small girl. She's young. She's full of energy and confidence and excitement. She's ready to take on this new adventure to see what incredible creatures we might encounter. Next to her is resting a shield with a particular beast on it, which hopefully we'll spot.
You crest over a tiny little, sort of a hill, if there are hills on streams, a tiny little hill on the stream, and you see in front of you the In Plain Sight. Now, the In Plain Sight is an unremarkable building. It is built in the fashion of many taverns that you have seen before, but what is striking is that it seems to be built into the remains of a crumbling old stone tower. Now, The beautiful meadow that surrounds the inn is contrasted by this tall, decrepit architecture of the tower. It makes for just a strangely intriguing location. But what is even more striking than the location is the sensory overload that overwhelms you the moment you dismount your boat. For you are struck with the incredible olfactory delight that wafts over you, the undeniable scent of delicious hot wings. On the dock, there are predictably some crates, but not much else. Just an area to tie up your boat and head on up to the door.
You smell that?
I think we're in the right place.
I think so.
Yes.
We've been on this river a while, but I'm getting quite hungry.
Now, since we have arrived at this place, should we maybe see what this place looks like?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Let's see it.
Welcome to In Plain Sight.
Plain Sight.
Now,
Look at the little sign.
before you explore the establishment, we should figure out who exactly is doing the exploring.
Yes.
Perhaps a tiny
Oh,
Gaspar.
look at me. Yeah.
Perhaps a tiny Robin. Perhaps
Tusks.
adorable Alfie.
Look at my huge book.
Open your book.
And perhaps kind Sir. Wait.
It's so cute.
Wow,
You can take it.
look at that.
Wow.
All right, my dear. So, well, when you get out of your boat, you have a choice here. Would you like to wander around a little bit around the building? Would you like to head to the front door? What would you like to do?
Does it seem open?
Let's get a closer look, I suppose. Yes.
Peek
Yes.
in the window,
Have a look
maybe?
in the window.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Great idea.
So
Take a look.
as you walk around, you know that the little curtains on those, all of the windows are drawn.
Oh.
It doesn't look like it's shut down per se. It just looks like the curtains are drawn. And when you peek inside the front door, just looking inside, it seems like the place might be empty.
There's no light coming from inside or anything?
Nothing. I mean, it's midday, so the light is shining through the windows, but there's no internal light
Right.
No,
necessarily.
no noises, no
Not that you can. Well,
cheering
actually,
cups.
make a perception check for me.
First
First
roll,
roll,
first
then
roll,
nice.
first roll.
A 5.
Oh, what's your...
And we
Plus-
can add
Perception.
Plus a 1.
With a 6, you know, you don't really notice anything above the natural sounds that you are hearing here. The birds in the trees, the gentle bubbling of the stream, but not anything.
The smell is
not
so
anything more.
overpowering that you
Yeah,
can't hear.
you're very, very caught up in this delicious smell.
I don't hear anything, guys. I'm getting hungry.
Well-
Shall we just head inside?
Yes.
Yeah,
You can,
we could just go in and see. Why?
Yeah.
Are you hesitating?
Oh, above table, I am. Yes, me, I'm hesitating. But in game, Gaspar, I think is like okay. Yeah,
do you want to
there's
go first?
no. Yeah. Well, okay, so
What's everyone so afraid of? It's a restaurant.
I'm afraid above table in game. No, of course not. Yes, I trust my friend here, and perhaps we got here at a lucky time, and Gaspar's just gonna head
Look at
right
the
to the
table,
door.
very
Maybe it's the-
quickly.
maybe it's the-
Wonderful.
Maybe it's the start of rush hour.
Right.
We're,
Right,
we're the
fortuitous moment where we're gonna be the first
first
customers.
customers. That could
Yeah.
mean get 3 wings.
I open the door.
Wonderful! He opens the door. You open the door and you see predictably the inside of a tavern. There are definitely tables set in there, and you can turn that bad boy around.
Oh, look at the little
In fact, we can go ahead and take the top off here.
We can?
Whoa! This top floor, pop it on off. I'll
Whoa.
hang on to that.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see inside. Yes, indeed, there is
There's a
a
drumstick.
tavern. There is a little bar area with sundry beverages and things behind it. On the wall, you see a board with a bunch of papers kind of tacked up to it. You see a plaque. You see some tables and chairs, but no customers.
And nobody
No
working here.
proprietor either.
Nobody working there.
Should we
Look at
call out? Is there a bell?
Have you walked in?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
let's
went
walk
busting in,
in,
right?
yeah.
So after you
In.
pass a certain point in the room, you hear a ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
As that bell rings, someone comes booming through from the back door. Oh, hello! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, everyone. We're closed. You've come at a bad time. We're closed for renovations. I can't accept any customers right now. But thank you all for stopping by. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Robin
Are you,
immediately jumps behind the owner.
are you the proprietor of this place? Are you Alex?
Oh, Well, I am the proprietor of this place, but my name's not Alex. My name is Mary Rumwell. I'm the new proprietor of this establishment. I actually bought it from Alex. Apparently he wanted to, I don't know, return to adventuring life or some such madness, but I'm doing some renovations to make the place more habitable for customers, which is just not quite ready yet. So I'm sure you're here for the legendary hot wings. I can make those for you. I've got the recipe myself, but I'll just have to make them for you to go, if that's all right, because I need to get back to work here. It's fine.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I suppose to go is a start, but and I'm watching this person who burst in and has this like kind of urgency that I want to ascertain. Is this like a panicked urgency, or is this a? I just want to see if there's anything that I'm getting from this person's behavior that might suggest that they're not giving me the whole story.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Wow, that was almost a 19.
That was painful.
That is a natural
We are
one.
rolling.
You are so you're trying to peer into his soul, but the smell of these hot wings is just like it is an olfactory assault on the senses. And you actually do see a small plate of hot wings sitting right
I think I
there
do actually.
on the table.
I lose myself mid-sentence as I'm addressing this person, and I turn to the sizzling. Is it cooking still? Is it sizzling?
It's not sizzling. This is just a plate,
plate
with
of
some
it.
hot wings. Like perhaps he had been sitting there having some lunch at some point or another, and then gone back into the back room.
I see that you already have some made. Is this
Oh
yours?
yes, no. Let me make you some fresh ones. Yeah. But
yes.
and he scoops that back into his hands, and he says, "But just do me a favor. Alex was very careful. Just no peeking about the. It's a very secret family recipe. So just stay put. You're welcome to look around. No problem there. But I'm just going to go back there and make some of these for you all to go. All right. Right.
Sorry,
Yes.
wait. You're not Alex Jadescale's family, though, right? You just bought the place.
Well, no, but obviously when I bought it, he was going to give me the recipe. Otherwise, why would I buy this place? It's famous for the hot wings. You've heard of it. You're here for the hot wings.
right.
We don't see any renovating happening around, right?
In this particular room,
Yeah. Do we hear anything from upstairs, like hammers and stuff?
not anything loud and hammerly. Hammerly is a technical term.
They're renovating the bedrooms upstairs, perhaps.
But as you are discerning that, he shuffles into the back room and closes the door behind him.
Can I have a look at what's on? You said there was like notes
the
or
boards.
Yes,
the
of
boards.
course. Yes, absolutely. There is a notice for a lost pet that reads, I know, missing cat, large with black fur and tentacles, answers to Pouncy, loves milk. Please contact Alex Jadescales if found. Above that is a tiny scrap of paper with a sketch of a red dragon's face. And it is accompanied by some scrawl that says, symbol of the cult of the dragon. Next to that missing cat notice is prominently displayed an Adventurers of the Month plaque. And on this, I know you're very
How do we win that?
aspirational. I know that's the first thing that went through your head. I'm like, I see you,
How do we
Althea.
get-
I see you. Exactly. There's a rough sketch of some adventurers with the following caption. It says, "The hard way plundered the lair of the dragon Cinder Howl and returned alive."
Cinder Howl.
Robin, you with that very high passive perception of yours, when you go over there, you turn over your shoulder and you see some carvings in the actual, like, surface of the bar. You
Like-
see a few things like
Yeah.
Tom plus Mary and things like that
Yeah.
all over it. But two of them catch your eye. One of them says, "The tree hides the way."
Tree hides the way.
And the other says, "Evil makes merry while good sleeps."
Guys, there's a couple of weird carvings on this bench bar area. I don't know what it means.
Right. Evil makes merry while good sleeps. And that's why elves are here.
As you
don't
are
have to
searching,
show off.
as you are getting that wave of smell that's happening, you're also hearing just a little bit of sizzling happening in the back there. Just a tiny little
Now,
short
I
order
don't,
cook sizzle.
I don't want to be impolite, but Do you think we should peek?
Perhaps. I'm also thinking that if he wasn't expecting anyone, how fresh are these going to be?
That's
Right.
a good point.
And what are they made of?
They're wings.
Sounds like
hot wings.
cooking wings, right? That's what the sizzle sounds like.
That's what the sizzle sound is. It's like fake
Yeah.
fajitas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you.
Really good soundscape.
Why, thank
Love
you.
it.
I pride myself on my random mouth sounds.
Could I just very quickly sneak off around the outside and look what's in those boxes?
Yes, go ahead.
I was going to cast invisibility on you.
I think I'm quite. I mean, he's through the back. He's not going to see me,
Okay,
right?
yeah, you're not going to go
Don't
back
waste
into the
your-
kitchen though? Because then we can maybe get the
no.
recipe.
I was planning on seeing what's in the boxes if there's any
Right.
clues.
Right.
Oh, sure. I'll hold off on the
Right,
invisibility.
I'm getting the sense that you don't want any assistance. And there was a little bit of divine energy that started to move, swirl around my forearm and into my fingertips as
Youths these days.
I suppose, right, I guess so.
Gaspar, it's just boxes. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Right.
So, Robin, you're going to
Yes.
head outside and
have a look in those
have a look
boxes.
around. Okay, it's fairly easy to pry these boxes open. It's just like they're just basic
Yeah.
crates, and inside them,
Oh,
there's really stuff in there.
really?
Can I open them?
But you can certainly open them. Go ahead and turn it around, and let's see what you've got inside.
In the first one,
In the
there's
crates, you see some little chilies. There
Oh.
are some chilies in that one, some green chilies and some red chilies.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
What's be that's where they obviously make the hot part of the hot.
right?
I just come back
hot
with a
wings.
bunch of that's all that was in the boxes. That
I
came
wouldn't
back.
recommend eating those raw. It's not going to be good for your digestive system,
I'll just-
considering
Then he just
my
puts
assessment
them
of your
to the
constitution.
side on one of the chairs,
Do
and
you
he's
think
like,
we could...
and just kind of rubs his eye.
Oh
a little
no!
Bit.
Oh, no, don't touch your eyes.
Why?
Oh, it's too late now.
No, now.
I prestidigitation your hands. You see, there's a magical chemical in such things, an arcane element. It's called capsaicin. You don't want to. Studies have indicated that.
Come. Let me take a look. And I'm gonna try to. I pull out a medicine kit. And I'm gonna try to clear the spicy oils from his eyes.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll for this one because
First
you
aid
do have
101.
so much experience in this world that you are able to at least mitigate the burning. His eyes are still definitely still red. Like
Damp
there's just
cloth,
no taking care of
dabbing
that
it.
for a while.
Thank you.
Witness, you are a scientist, yes?
Not so
Sword?
much. I consider myself a biologist, studying creatures.
Right.
I like to get real close to the dangerous species that I study. Or
The opposite of the kind of science that I was hoping for. I was just wondering if you thought perhaps we could backwards engineer a recipe from the ingredients if we were to find them.
As you ponder this, Mary comes bustling out with a large tray. Literally, the tray is just wrapped in cloth. Like he's just made a tray of hot wings, wrapped it up in cloth. All right, well, here's some hot wings for you. Very grateful for your patronage. Take this one, just make sure to tell people we will be ready in probably a couple of months for people to come by. But for now, we're just we're closed. We're closed for business.
What sort of-
if I didn't already tell you, we're closed for business.
What renovations are taking
yes,
months
yes.
to do?
Oh, well, we want to make this a high-end establishment for our adventuring crowd who likes to come here. I mean, generally we don't just want it to be about the hot wings. We want it to be about our hospitality and comfortable beds to lay on. And I mean, you could see it. Trust me, the beds up there right now are just.
Oh, can we see?
Speaking of beds,
Sure. I suppose if you really wanted to, take a look around. I've got nothing to hide. Knock yourselves out. I'm just going to go back and do some cleaning and some more working on the. We've got contractors and everything coming, so I've just got to do some paperwork. But I'll just head back there and handle that right now. Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. And he bustles through that back door.
I've never heard anyone say, I've got nothing to hide when they have nothing to hide.
That is a good point.
but the hot wings were generous.
True.
That is true.
But how are you funding a renovation if you're giving away your hot wings? The math doesn't add up.
It doesn't, but
Well,
I don't suspect anything.
It's just not your nature.
let's just be
roll that
cautious and go upstairs. You can lead the way again. You did such a good job earlier.
I
Yes,
did.
it was excellent.
Well,
Yes.
you keep having me lead the way, and this is it is the right thing. I didn't sense anything deceitful about this person earlier, so I don't have the same full sense of urgency. I will cast detect magic, but I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm gonna do it as a ritual.
Okay.
So it'll take me 10 minutes to do it.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna hang out down there?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out here. I was like, well, you do whatever. I might take a
Or were
bite of
we-
this chicken.
We were headed up though too, right? Do you want
Yes.
to cast it downstairs or you want to cast it upstairs?
I want to go upstairs. I think
Okay.
I'm curious
and,
about that.
You head up the tiny staircase.
Yes, that's right.
Floor 2.
And you see a pretty standard-looking little bedroom. In the bedroom, you notice that there is like an armoire closet type thing. There is a bed, and there is a chest. And over the chest, you notice some framed photos over there in the back of the room over there. You start casting right as you come up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Okay,
doing that
so
right
as
away.
you're working on your ritual casting, what are the rest of you doing?
I want to look at the portraits above the bed. Yes. certainly.
Wonderful. As you walk past the bed, you feel something shudder next to you. And before you know it, the middle of the bed opens up and you see sharp pointy teeth. Because there's a chest, there's a stuff. You see sharp pointy teeth open up and sharp pointy teeth open up and come to snap at you. Let me see.
Oh,
Does an 8 hit?
I am a wizard. No, it is not.
It had the moment of surprise, but these sharp, pointy teeth. You notice that it's just kind of like a. It doesn't feel like it's very. Like it's not a very snappy, sharp, pointy teeth moment. However, I do need to ask you all to roll for initiative.
Oh man!
Althea, what did you roll, my dear?
I got a 21.
A 21. Excellent.
I told you guys you just needed me to start rolling.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Gaspar.
6.
Oh.
I'm outside. It makes sense.
Robin.
As I'm cowering behind Althea with an 8.
Wayness.
A 16.
Nice, with a 16.
Did you add your initiative bonus?
Excellent.
Yes.
Nice.
Althea, your adrenaline has gone from, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 29. As soon as that happens, you see this crazy-looking creature that is coming out of the bed, or is it the bed? You can't quite tell. But it is a creature you believe that you have studied in your studies at the academy. So you definitely are familiar with what it is. What would you like to do?
A mimic! I'm up close with it, right?
You are right up, yeah, you're right up at the end of it, basically.
You can smell
You're
its
walking
breath.
by it to get to the chest.
All right, I'm gonna grab the footboard with my hands and cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Presumably there's no metal on the bed. It's not like a metal
It is a
frame.
it is a bed that is about to eat you, so it is not made of metal
Right,
at this moment.
no metal involved, so no advantage. That's gonna be 15.
15
Two
hits.
Nice, Sweet. nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Okay, and then that's a D8. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh.
All right, that's 1 lightning damage. But I can't
That's
take
nice.
reactions
All right.
until the start of its next turn.
Okay.
good.
Okay. So as you cast this, you know, you're expecting to have something obviously a little bit more impressive happen, but instead it almost feels like you've just delivered a static shock because you've like rubbed your feet on carpet, and all of a sudden you feel the static shock, and you two pull your hands as much as you can away from this kind of stickiness. But as you do, you also hear ow.
Wait,
And we move on to.
wait, am I connected to it still, or can I step back? Because I think,
Okay, it's up to you because, yeah.
knowing that it can't take reactions, I think I would try to get out of its melee range.
All right, go for it. Go for it.
Nice.
So you backing up a
I
little
would,
bit?
yeah, I'd back up probably 10 feet up against the wall if I can.
Excellent.
Except there's a chest, no, away from the chest though. 'Cause now I'm suspicious.
Fair. I mean,
Okay.
that makes
Right.
sense. Right, next we have Waynus.
Make some space for my sword, Althea.
Make some space.
And she pulls out her long sword and goes straight in for a strike into one of the teeth.
Into one of the teeth.
Yes.
Excellent. Roll me.
Dentistry.
Roll to
Yes, I was just gonna say.
Yes.
Dang it.
Start calling you the mimic dentist.
That is a 5.
That a
Plus-
5.
Plus
7.
Yes, plus 7.
Yeah.
So a
So
12.
that's 12.
A 12 hits.
Wow.
I mean,
Nice.
Yeah, I guess it's a
We don't
bed.
move.
It's big.
Yeah,
Stationary.
Nice.
that's the one.
A 7.
7
Plus
plus
Better.
Plus 4.
plus 4.
7 plus 4 is 11. Excellent.
Nice.
As you do that, as this slices down, you hear, ow!
Is it the mimic making these sounds? Does it seem like? Do you think Alex Jade Scales is in there?
There, yes, maybe.
Is that the end
if
of
you
your
want.
turn, or do you want to? Yeah, I believe
yeah.
you have
Bonus
2
action.
I
attacks.
do have 2
Extra
attacks. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah, you're right.
I'm suspicious of the sound. So I will hold back and stand back a bit.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. As you have struck this and you hear the ow, you also hear a oh no! And you turn around, and indeed, the chest has opened itself, and a large tongue starts coming out of it and attempts to wrap around you, my dear, because you are the one that attacked its compatriot.
Indeed, I am.
Does a 19 hit?
It does hit.
19 does hit. All right. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. So this mimic has been in its object form, and as the tongue comes around to you and lashes around you, suddenly it actually wraps around you, and you are grappled.
Guys, I'm kind of stuck here.
Oh no!
do we see this?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to miss. Let's, in fact, thank you for. Why would one have teeth when another does not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Cute. Why do I love it so much?
I know.
Because everything that is made out of Lego pieces is adorable.
Yes.
That is why.
Even the terrifying mimics.
Even the ones
is
that are
adorable.
trying to
Exactly.
take you out.
Exactly. Robin, you are up.
Like a problem.
Yes. Okay. Bad, dangerous tongue. Sorry, grappled. And I will run up with my short sword and try and slash at the tongue.
Which tongue? That tongue or
The
the?
tongue is grappling.
Okay, excellent.
Venus.
Roll to hit, please.
That is a 9.
A 9,
Yeah.
unfortunately, does not hit.
Okay.
You are just so excited and so scared and all these things that you just completely whiff it. Also, this tongue is really like he's
Yeah.
grappled, but he's also being
He's going in like.
moved.
And then I will bonus action with my 2-weapon fighting, try and hit it with the dagger.
Excellent.
So it's not
Nice.
Oh, these. Oh, okay, that's better. That's better. 23.
23 definitely hits.
But it's just a D4. So that will be 6.
6 points of damage. Excellent. So you go for this tongue and you stab right into it.
Sorry,
and
only 2 actually, because you don't add your bonus damage. So
like
2.
I said, you stab into this tongue, and while you maybe don't do as much as 6 damage would do, you do stab into this
Yes.
tongue, and you hear a ow, ow, oh, ow, ow, it hurts, ow, oh no, oh God, while it's grappling. I don't feel good. I don't like it.
I suddenly feel terrible about this.
That finishes your turn. Gaspar, now you have come up the stairs. You had started your ritual casting. I'm assuming you had put the platter of hot wings down.
Yes. Yes.
What is your plan here, my friend?
So I think I come in just in time to observe this last moment, and I see Waynus still grappled, right? But I too am having this really conflicted feeling of these sentient objects that are making me feel bad for them for some reason because they're being hurt. So, be prepared to cast a spell on the chest that has you wrapped around. I hear this reaction from it, and instead of this harmful spell, I'm going to cast that I was going to do. I cast command on the chest, and I say release. And so the mimic. It seems intelligent enough to be affected by this, needs to make a Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
All right.
The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand my language, and I think that's it.
That's it? DC 15?
Yeah, DC 15.
It does not make its saving throw.
Then it does what I bid it to do.
Which is?
To release. I just say release.
Okay.
To
As soon as you say that, the tongue just all of a sudden just goes completely straight, rigid. It just like as if a soldier or someone is just like, no, let it go. It immediately responds to your command and drops poor Waynus to the ground.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, what's that? Oh, God, I hate it when these people come in. I just wanted to rest.
Ooh.
Do you smell that, Larry? Do you smell that?
The bed called
They
Larry.
eat the wings.
Anything else you would like to do with your turn? That is your.
That's my
That is
action.
your
I
action.
think that's my move. That's my turn.
That is your turn?
Yeah.
It is now the bed's turn.
Larry.
Larry.
So the bed has been just obviously a little bit rattled by the whole experience. You're seeing it shudder again. And you,
Gladys, it's the wings!
Gladys.
Gladys, they brought wings! Oh no! Oh, we're sorry. They must be friends of that guy. You brought the. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Gladys. Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh God! We're sorry. We didn't mean that. We thought you were. No, we were just doing our job. You know, we were just doing what we would. I'm sorry. I'm Gladys. It's so nice to meet you.
What is your job? I'm Gaspar. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I'm
somebody.
so sorry.
Somebody gave me a thick lip here. I don't like it. My tongue is hurting.
I hand the wings over to Robin.
I'm terribly sorry for that little incident.
And you're handing it to the bed? Sorry, to
no,
Larry or to
Gladys, because I stabbed them in
Fair.
the tongue.
Fair.
Oh,
It might sting a little if you've been injured in the tongue.
oh, but they're so
I know
good.
from-
That's so good, darling. They're so good.
So the tongue immediately comes out, waves around, and just scoops up a ton of the wings. Just as you see the other tongue come out of the bed and scoop up another ton of the wings.
Oh, darling. These are, they're so good. Tell them, Larry. Tell them. Oh yeah. When we came here a few weeks ago, we were just heading out on a little stroll, and sure enough, we smelled these wings, and we came inside, and the guy, the man, sorry,
Alex.
Alex. You know any Alex, Gladys? No, honey, I don't know any. I don't think I've ever met an Alex. No, we know that other guy who makes the wings and brings them to us. Mary? Yeah, his name's Mary. Doesn't seem like a very merry guy. A little bit of a misnomer, but he's fine. He brings us the wings. We protect him from people who come upstairs. That's just what we do here. We're like the solid protectors. It's a very tiring job.
Sounds good.
Have you eaten any customers yet?
Gosh, what day is it?
It's
don't
Wednesday.
remember. I don't recall. Time is so confusing for us, I don't remember if we've done anybody in here. We've heard some people that we almost protected against. That's for sure, because we heard him talking to what were those boys' names? Those very nice people, with the boys and that girl, like, oh yeah, that was the what are they? The strong ones, the tough guys.
Was it the hard way?
The hard way. That's it. It was the hard way. Yeah. He had been having some conversation with them and told them they could have unlimited hot wings and a little bit of coin if they did something for him.
You don't remember what the thing was?
God, Gladys, it feels like it's been so long. Was it, yeah, they were supposed to go get something, some kind of ingredients. I don't know. Oh, no, I remember.
Huh.
It was a dragon egg.
What?
He told them that he would pay them in unlimited hot wings if he would just get the dragon egg. Seemed like a strange thing to me to put into, hot wings, but I don't judge because they're delicious.
Just one more question. Do you recall, have you ever had Displacer Beast? Is that something you enjoy eating?
Displacer beast.
It's like a large black cat with tentacles and 6 legs.
I've never even seen one of those. That sounds scary.
That's good.
Larry, let's
That
make
is
sure
good.
we never ever
It's a good
encounter
sign
a
for council.
displacer beast. No. We're just, we're very laissez-faire. We don't hurt us. We won't hurt you,
Oh, we
except for
won't
when
hurt
you
you.
come by us and we're waiting for you to bring us hot wings and we're doing our job. In which case, we might try to eat you. We're really sorry.
We're very sorry for the
yes.
misunderstanding.
Yeah. But you feel free. You have your run of the place if your friends are married. Please, look
Well, we
around.
did have
It's a-
permission.
It's a very
Yes, you
nice room. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, honey, what's behind me? Is behind me? Is that picture? The dragon family? Oh yeah. There. So you might
yes.
notice over there. There's those pictures over there on the wall.
And you look over on the wall above Gladys, and you see a few different pictures on the wall. You see a lovely, upstanding seeming dragonborn family. You see a harp pictured, which you, Althea, are actually, with all of your many studies, aware are the Harpers, an organization dedicated to protecting the innocent from evildoers. You also see a couple of heroes looking very brave next to each other, and a lovely mountain range that says below it, the spine of the world.
Ooh, I've always wanted to visit there.
I've always wanted to know more about the eating habits of mimics. What is something else you enjoy eating?
Hot wings. I mean, now I've just got a taste for the hot wings. I dream about them in my sleep. I can't get them out of my mind. All I want is the hot wings.
We know someone else who felt that way.
We do.
Indeed.
Maybe you guys could go downstairs and tell Mary to make some more?
Just as you say that, you hear another sound, a sort of sound, like not quite an explosion,
Bursty.
almost kind of a burst of energy come from downstairs.
Is there anything else in the room besides Larry and Gladys?
Larry,
portraits.
Gladys, the closet,
Yeah. Is there anything?
Like a bag on the windowsill?
like a bag that might
kind of
be
what
the
I was
little
alluding to.
armoire closet.
Oh, really?
How astute of you!
Can
Yes,
I
indeed.
go over to it and then I look back to Larry and Gladys and I go, it's not another
Oh, no. It's just the two of us. We're a couple. It's just we don't have any kids, so you're fine.
How sweet.
You're fine.
I
You're totally fine.
Grab the
You
sack.
grab the sack, and you are now the proud owner of the bag of holding.
Oh, that's
Bag of holding.
excellent.
Yay!
I suddenly remember that sound that we heard, and I want to go downstairs to see what that was. Should we go
Question,
together?
before we go down. It seems like Mary was perfectly happy with us being consumed by mimics.
Yes.
Not
Right.
only does this make Mary potentially a dangerous
Absolutely
person,
dangerous.
but also he may be surprised to see us come back down. It might be a good opportunity to sneak.
Sneaking it is, and I will cast guidance on who I know is our
Nice.
sneakiest.
Would you like to be invisible now, or?
Why not?
All right.
Every little helps, I suppose.
I will cast invisibility.
Wonderful.
You just, you kind of all hear Robin just going, yeah, you can do this right over your training.
Try not to do any of that sort of self-talk out loud while invisible. It sort of
Right.
defeats the
Yes,
purpose.
of course.
But it's great.
Yes. A little
Right.
pep talk.
Robin, you are now invisible, and
Okay.
you are heading down the
Yeah.
stairs.
Do I still need to
Okay.
roll stealth?
Are you
Maybe?
stealthing? It's up to you.
Yes, because you can still hear while
Go
invisible.
for it.
so-
Roll some stealth.
Okay, and a D4 for guidance. 114 plus 24.
24. You disappear into thin air, and as soon as your voice, you hear that little guideline from Althea, and as soon as your voice goes away, you guys don't even have any concept of where he is. He is like
Robin?
he is
Robin?
silent as he
It is
sneaks
very
down the
strange
stairs.
as Robin is large, is very big and stocky, and moves like a ballet dancer.
I think they've gone.
So as Robin, you come down the stairs, you notice that the door to the back room where Mary
Yeah.
was is wide open, and you do not see Mary.
Do I see any of the dishes that he was cleaning up? Like,
through,
are they
through
cleaned?
through the door. You roll an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Oh,
For a total of 21.
You can see through walls. No, you look through that door with your newfound confidence, knowing that you are
Yes.
invisible, and you look through the door, and immediately it's like you're a secret agent. You've got every single thing in the room. First of all, you notice that the kitchen is suspiciously clean. Very, 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 very clean.
Okay.
You also notice that there are several jars on a shelf unit in the back. Several jars of a red sauce of some kind.
tracks.
You notice there is a large barrel in the kitchen, and near the top of it, you notice some hot wings. But like a large barrel,
Okay.
like a giant barrel full of hot wings. And in the barrel, the hot wings are sizzling. Yeah, you also notice on the far end, you see a rack with like cooking utensils, spatula, ladle, all this stuff, apron. And then you see, leaned up against the wall, you see a pike, a lute, and a rapier.
Wow.
Yes.
I look at my short sword and I'm like, and try and take the rapier.
Excellent. Well, you don't have to try and take it. It's right there. You can take it. You can even take it from the Lego set that you guys created.
It's all in there, all that stuff.
Little geniuses.
Wow.
Look at it. All right, so you are now in possession of it. Are you going to get rid of your short sword, or are you just going to
I'm gonna stow it. He's just
Yeah.
got pouches and sheaths and
He's
now
also
a bag
got
of holding.
bag of holding.
a bag. Yeah,
so-
I'll just dump it in.
Yeah.
I will actually take all of the things
Okay.
and put them in the bag of holding for
Excellent.
my compatriots.
Excellent.
I found some goodies that maybe I can share. I found this new rapier.
Did you find some hot wings?
Was Mary down there?
No, no, the kitchen is surprisingly clean. But I found an axe, a pike, and some kind of lute, but I am not very good at performing. So, anyone musically?
Oh, no,
talented?
no, 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 no.
I'll take it.
And I
you-
hand
can you-
the lute.
Thank you.
You play the lute.
I do indeed.
Oh.
Do you want some a throwing axe of some sort?
Ah! Ah! I don't know. I don't need that. No, no, no. That's all.
We
That's
keep
all
it
for
in
you.
the bag of holding.
Well, it's been very nice to meet you all. So sorry about the misunderstanding, and don't worry about my tongue, darling. It'll heal. We do fine. We do fine.
So you want to stay here, or is there anything else that we can do for you?
Bring us more hot wings any chance you get.
Right.
Oh, that sounds doable.
Were there any
Yes.
hot wings downstairs?
There are. down
They
there.
were still cooking. I'm not. They might have been ready, but no one was around. We could go back down and pick some up.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go down.
Hot wings for the road.
That's right. This just doesn't make sense.
Where did Mary go?
Where?
If
Perhaps
not there.
teleported or something.
Well, I'll go downstairs and see with my own eyes what was described to us.
All right, so you head downstairs into the back room, into the
Yes.
kitchen area.
Could we
Magic, could you-
investigate? Yeah, the barrel somehow. Oh,
Yes.
perhaps this would be a good time to detect magic.
This would
On
be.
this barrel.
I would. I'm going to do a couple of things. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to turn to you and I'm going to cast guidance. So that same kind of divine energy it shoots out from my hands and just sort of wraps around you and gives you this sort of more focused sense.
That's very kind.
And, well, of course. And I am going to cast, not as a ritual, because now I'm starting to see that there's more urgency in what's happening, I think. I will use a full spell slot to cast detect magic.
Excellent. There is no question, like as soon as you cast it, a bright, giant, shining glow, just huge glow comes off that barrel. Like it lights up the room.
Is there any, so the barrel is glowing,
Barrel is glowing.
and I want to take the lid off. I guess I want to take a look at the chicken wings themselves
It's
and see if
wide
that's
open.
all. Oh, it's open. So
It is a
the chicken
wide
itself is
open
glowing as well.
barrel that is glowing, like everything. The chicken is glowing, the barrel is glowing, the whole thing there is glowing. You definitely get the sense that these were not made recently, but they are as fresh as they smell as fresh as ever.
The School of Magic. What is it? I forget the School of Magic. That is like the charm spells and stuff.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Enchantment. Yes.
It is not. You do not sense anything that is like a charm person or
Got
any
it.
kind of. There's no sense of that having an effect on you. Is all of the magic seems to be concentrated on the food itself.
Well, which one of us is going to taste this chicken first?
Ooh.
Thanks for volunteering, I suppose.
I'm gonna take a bite of it.
Take a bite of that chicken. You grab a piece of that chicken and you put it in your mouth, and it is a spiritual experience.
Is it really?
You take a bite, and the combination of taste and smell. You know how those senses are united. It's like a bite and smile commercial. Your face lights up. You taste it's like crunchy on the outside, but juicy on the inside, and the meat is just falling off the bone. And you can taste this very complex sauce. There's a little bit of chili, but there's a little bit of sweet in it. Like it's just a magical experience.
It is
Such a
worthy
cool
of
game to
of
play.
the admiration. So Gaspar is enjoying this as he slowly chews this, and he takes that piece of chicken, he holds it up, and it's you can see the light that's in the room almost starts to like glow around it, and he says, "What a piece of work, chicken! How noble in seasoning! How infinite in salivating! In form and chewing, how intense and admirable in the action, how like a god. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all of my mirth. That's not true, I still have my mirth, but had I lost it, I would have found it again in this glorious chicken.
Oh no, I can't.
That is heavenly. You must.
Okay, we need to pause for a moment to
Yeah,
acknowledge
just-
the
Yes.
brilliance that just happened. And I feel like at this moment, I would like to provide you with a point of inspiration. For such an inspired performance from our thespian,
what?
you shall receive
Are you kidding?
the Golden Lego Man Award. Please make your speech, sir.
Oh, wow, another one? I said,
This is your point of inspiration. Please thank whoever you need to thank.
I would like to thank Shakespeare for, and the movie musical Hair, which is why I remember that. This is from the What a Piece of Work Is Man.
Amazing.
This, I can't.
There you go.
You're just gonna hold that the rest of
I
the
am just gonna
campaign.
hold it.
That's fine.
I
You're
never
right-handed.
win anything, so this
You're
is
just never
staying
going to use your
here.
inspiration.
Well, you
You
just
wanna
won
keep it.
our hearts, mister.
You'll be the first person to have a legot.
Illegal.
Yeah, the Lego
That's right.
to the front.
Yes.
Yes, you have the
Lego
Lego
trophy.
Man, the Emmy, the,
The Lego
Grammy,
Man.
and wonderful. So as you admire your beautiful Lego statuette,
I can't have him upstage me the entire time.
There you go.
fair.
But I will bring him out.
I've been so distracted by your thespian ways. We are in the kitchen.
Yes.
You are.
I was passing off the chicken to Waynes. But you must have a taste of this, and you please do.
Again,
This-
just bliss.
This is the most melting, amazing chicken I've ever tasted in my life. Guys, you're missing out. Have
You
some
aren't
chicken.
at all worried that this chicken might be doing something to you. You're gonna dream of chicken wings
It's
now.
worth it. It's worth it.
It might turn into mimics.
Well, I was
That's
afraid
what-
of that, but
How long should we wait?
Are we going to turn into mimics?
we might.
I don't know.
And on that, sort of, my demeanor changes completely as I remember that we're here and that there's danger, and I'm suddenly like focusing up again, and I want to scan the room. Because I still do have detect magic up, and I want to make sure that I'm picking up if there's anything else to pick up. I also want to. I think what's in the jar is chili, and I want to dip the chicken in the chili and taste
Oh,
it.
delicious.
In addition to that.
Oh, look at you, little glutton for punishment.
I know.
So
It's
you
in the
you
jar. I think
grab
so.
the little bottle, which is indeed there for you.
It is, right? It's just.
Grab a little bottle. There's also a little chicken wing in there for you.
There
I feel
is.
like
I see the
grabbing
chicken wing.
that. You grab a little
Here it is.
bottle of hot sauce, and you open it up, and it just smells like the actual chicken wings. Like it smells like it is the sauce.
this is the
Like
sauce.
this is the marinade or whatever you want to call it. It is
Yes.
not, however, glowing.
It's not. Okay.
It is not
So the
take note
sauce
of
is
that.
And
not,
they're- yeah.
not what makes the chicken wings special. The recipe is not about the sauce.
Don't put the sauce in your eye.
I learned my lesson.
Suddenly,
Yes.
as you're all deep in thought, reveling in the taste of your chicken wings, you hear a murmur. Ka-thump, 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 out the front door of this.
Oh.
Gotta go
Not
look.
from the kitchen.
No,
It's from the outside.
It is from outside. It is
Oh.
definitely coming from outside.
We better take a look and see what
Yeah, we
this is.
gotta go look out the windows.
All right. Are you looking at the windows? Or are you looking at the door?
I kind of want to look out the window.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool. So you peer out the windows and you see, basically, you hadn't really clocked what a lovely, beautiful open meadow was there when you pulled up. You guys kind of came
Right.
around the back, right?
Yes.
Where the port was, or the dock was. There's this beautiful green, lush meadow, and when you look there, you can see now a few remarkable things. You see that indeed the side of the inn is built into this crumbling tower. The old decrepit architecture of the tower also has a little, like a stone bridge, which seems more like a, what do they call it? They called a Juliet Bridge. You know what I mean? Like not necessarily like an
Yes.
actual we're gonna ride a
Yeah.
wagon over it bridge. Like a little
Like a
more
footbridge almost, right?
yeah, like a little footbridge with some stairs that lead up to it, and a little area where there seem to be some mushrooms growing and some plants up there. You see some spiky ivy. You see a big, beautiful, lush tree, and again greenery. But none of that is what made this noise.
Yeah.
Because what you do see out front, prowling through the tall grass, is a large creature with
Oh.
4 legs, fur, and feathers.
It's not pouncing.
2 eyes on the front of its face,
Oh, no.
and a sharp, pointy beak.
I-
Indeed, you see an owl. But first, before we put this owlbear in the meadow, we should probably see the meadow.
What?
Let's.
What?
Yeah. I want to see this meadow.
Welcome to
Wow.
the meadow.
Oh my god.
Outside of In Plain Sight. And there's the tower.
Give me the set now.
So as you can see, again, a beautiful, wide open meadow area. That stream from before that you came in on is still wrapping around a little bit. We have a large, beautiful tree. We have a little stone bridge. And of course, unexpectedly, we also have this little guy. Who's not so little, but he's my favorite, and he's really cute.
He's so
Indeed, you see out front an owlbear prowling through the grass, kind of galumphing through the like galumphing through the grass, swatting down at something. Because you see, it is in pursuit of 3 very skittish, very scared giant spiders. Now, I will say, since you guys left the front door open,
Yes, we did leave the front
you
door
left
open.
the front door open.
Yeah.
But it does not seem that this owlbear has clocked any other. It is very focused on getting itself some tasty spider.
So I back up into the room. I don't want to get the owlbear's attention. But something else just hit me. The evil makes merry while good sleeps is clearly what upstairs is. Evil makes merry while good sleeps, right?
Right, that's a good
yes.
point.
And the tree, you
The
said?
tree hides the way. That's what
So-
you saw on the wood.
The tree.
The tree hides the
tree.
way.
So we have to get to the tree. So past the owl
Past
bear.
the owlbear and the
Wonderful.
spiders.
Wonderful.
Perhaps it likes hot wings as well. We could distract it.
Wait,
Yeah,
won't you give it?
right.
But those are for us.
There is a whole barrel of them.
That's not enough. They're so delicious.
But it's also
See, it's
chasing.
already affecting you.
What do you mean? This is a totally normal response.
So you said the owl bear is also chasing some giant spiders, so
Yeah.
Right.
we'd have to get past them as well.
Good point. If we distract the owlbear, There's still the spiders to deal with.
True. Last resort, we could give them some of our glorious chicken.
So we can see him through the window.
Yes.
Can I cast levitate on one of the giant spiders to just hold it in front of the owlbear?
Oh.
I wish you would.
It will.
Wish you would. That image is too good.
The spider will have to make a Constitution saving throw, assuming that it is unwilling.
I mean,
That's a horrifying image.
it's a pretty
Wow.
awful,
The giant
awful
spiders are
image.
like the size of us, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's not more than 500 pounds, is it?
No.
Okay, great. Then we're good.
Oh yeah, no.
It's, you know,
It's a DC 15.
yes.
Yeah, no. I promise it's it's sad. So as this poor owlbear is floundering around, this sad little spider that has been just skittering around just starts floating up, and as much as you can see on the face of a spider, because it's not exactly the most, it doesn't exactly convey a lot of emotion. The panic in its 94 eyes, or the eyes and the mandibles, all of it, just the panic as it is literally rising up right in front of the face of the owlbear. Are you moving it anywhere, or is it just going up?
I kind of just want the spider to float like about a foot in front of the owlbear so the owlbear can get it.
Oh, wow.
You're
How
giving the
brutal.
owlbear a treat.
Oh my God, that's some National Geographic magic. Okay. So up comes the spider, and sure enough, that owlbear is gonna swat at that little dude. Yes, he's gonna definitely. It's not a question. It's not even a question. One giant clawed paw comes up, grabs that giant spider, and that half of that giant spider is in that owlbear's mouth. Now, it has given the other spider a little bit of a chance, the other spiders, I should say, a chance to book it. And those spiders, it's like fire's coming off them as they flee the scene. They just flee. They they are out. Outie, outie, out. They are out of the picture as
you
this
later.
owlbear just enjoys munching on this little guy.
How does this make you feel?
It just feels.
Yeah.
Yes,
Waynus
exactly.
is just-
Waynus, please
Yes.
tell
This
us.
is beautiful. Look at how the beak of the owlbear is like tearing off the legs of the spider.
Yes.
That's
Well, we're
such
all
an
horrified.
interesting-
Are you taking notes?
I am taking notes.
Oh,
Please,
God.
Should we write this down for posterity?
The owlbear
you have.
definitely seems to be savoring this experience.
I have a special interest in eating habits of wild animals, and this is a perfect example.
It is
you
interesting that
think?
it was not drawn by the smell the way other creatures were of the wings.
Yeah. And they're not always aggressive owlbears, you know? Perhaps
I'd
we
rather
could,
not.
They're not. That's what I'm reassuring. That's.
Gonna take a nap. That's how I feel after I eat too.
Oh no.
And it curls up like it does that thing that a little dog does, like it looks
Yeah.
around
Yes.
for a little spot, curls up, and then just kind of flumps into the tall grass.
Owlbear making biscuits.
Yeah, just like, and it's even like twitching a little bit, like it's chasing spiders in its sleep.
Right.
So the owlbear is taking a snooze.
Okay.
And the grassy area is wide open for
whatever
our
comes next.
adventurers to explore.
Can we just say that this owlbear Lego
You can-
Mini is pretty awesome
It's
looking?
It's amazing.
It's fantastic. It is adorable. It is chef's kiss. It is just delightful. All of the little articulated pieces of it. Little legs can move independently.
It makes you not want to have combat with it. It makes
Well,
you want to like. You know,
isn't that a wonderful thing?
That
Because
is a
you
wonderful
didn't.
thing.
You just
Because
gave
I
it
think
at
that would
lunch.
actually-
You fed it lunch and
mess
put it
us
to
up,
sleep.
too.
Look at the good you do. Excellent. And I'm just gonna move him out of the way so you guys can see. He's napping
we
in
do
the
with the tree?
I mean, we should
stream.
move with extreme caution.
Yes.
Silence if
Yes.
possible. Caution.
Should we go one at a time?
We can.
In which case, who's first?
I will take on this challenge with extreme confidence. I'm worried.
And with a little bit of guidance, and I'm going to
thank
cast
you.
guidance on you.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
So I will stealth.
Stealth and stealth. And what trajectory are you? Well, first roll, and then we'll ask that question.
natural 20.
Again?
Plus
Plus 94. What is your stealth? Your
one
stealth.
for guidance, so
Oh my gosh, that's
21 plus 10 for stealth, so
Wow.
31.
31. You're not even invisible, but you're invisible.
And I will just keep an eye out, like,
31.
is there anything, because you said it's pretty tall grass, is there
Yes,
anything
definitely.
around,
It's very,
like,
very tall grass.
want to make sure my feet aren't going to, like, catch on anything?
Okay, okay. So as you find yourself, you're almost sliding along the wall here of like of in exactly as you're sliding along the wall of in plain sight, and you do actually, as you're hugging the wall, your foot hears something that kind of clinks against your boot. And when you look down, you notice some loose coins there that you can snatch up a little bit of those.
Yes.
And you also notice a small key.
Oh,
Just a
Okay.
small golden key.
I pick it up
Unremarkable.
and kind of hold up my keychain that has many different keys on it and different tools, and I'm like, take a minute to, you know, find the ring, and you're like,
What's taking him so long?
there we go.
Great, great. And you do. There's definitely some like considerable amount of coins. It's loosely just kind of giving it a cursory look. It seems like it might be like around 150 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh.
You also get a little bit closer to the bridge. There are little stairs that lead up to the next level here, where it seems like there are a variety of different fungi and mushrooms and things up there. Do you continue? What do you do?
I'll maybe try and climb up a little bit just to kind of crest the top and
Oh,
look.
excellent.
And
Okay.
Robin will say, well, I am vegetarian, so maybe mushrooms with the sauce would be better. And I'll just look for some like, you know,
cute.
oyster mushrooms, the meaty kind.
The delicious kind. I love it. I love this for you. As you take a little bit of a side tour over here and pull up to the top, you do notice some just kind of like basic mushrooms, but then you also notice two much more remarkable looking mushrooms. They're a little taller than the others, and they have little stalks that kind of come off the sides a little bit. And at the base of them are two different sections that seem to be rooted in the ground, but then all of a sudden you see two
man.
tiny eyes just blink open. Just blink, blink, blink,
I
blink,
keep
blink.
insanely still with my 31.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
peer back down, and I will wait for the rest of the party to get to that point where I'll whisper,
Excellent.
over here.
All right, excellent. This owlbear is snoring happily, like it's out. It's like it's done for the winter. It's out, even though it's the middle of summer. It's done for the winter. And you guys all come around. You're basically grouped around the stairs at the base of this little ledge here. So all of you cuties are just bunched up there by the stairs, and your incredibly stealthy friend, who now all of you see has been stealthing so stealthily.
There's a number of mushrooms up here, but they seem to have eyes. Anyone seen that before?
have I heard of mushrooms with eyes?
Roll me a nature check.
In nature, that's not. Oh, that's fine. Oh, it's a 22.
Oh, well, all right, Professor with a double major. You indeed have heard of sentient mushrooms before. You have heard of entire fungal networks, actually, that exist beneath the ground. And of these myconid creatures that are sentient and don't necessarily have language available to them, but lore has it, and this part you're not entirely, it's more like sometime rumor, sometimes it could be real, you've just heard, the science is not sure whether this is accurate. Some scientists say yes, some scientists don't. That they communicate telepathically with those that they are in contact with.
Yes, I have heard of these types of things. They are sentient.
Great.
Some people think that they speak telepathically. Personally, I think that's a wild theory, unsubstantiated for sure.
Are they hostile? Are they aggressive?
Oh, not normally.
Good.
Perhaps we should be polite and just say hello.
Do you want to say hello?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna creep up to the edge. Hello.
As you come up and say hello to them, they just shuffle a little bit back and look at each other. And one of them gingerly steps forward and just blows out of its mouth. And spores come out of its mouth and engulf your head in them. Can you roll me a Constitution save?
Yep. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna add nothing to it, which is why it has to be so good. That's a 5. Okay, thank you
Now,
so
I am
much.
going to ask you a question with that 5, however. Are you attempting to resist these spores, or are you attempting to let them in?
Well, I suspect that since she does not believe that they communicate telepathically, she probably would be like, spores, danger, and would try to resist inhaling them.
So desperately, as it happens, because you did not expect it, you close your mouth, you cover your nose, but you can just feel it. Like, you feel these spores get in to your nasal passage, and you inhale just the tiniest bit of them. And as it happens, you get this sensation of just a little bit of, like, tingling that happens in your nasal passages. And all of a sudden, you look at this myconid, and it almost appears like it has a mouth, but it doesn't seem like it's actually speaking out of it when it says to you,
Why is this terrifying?
It's been substantiated by science now.
Hello? Hi.
Hello.
Hi there.
Are you speaking out loud at this point?
I think I'm
you-
speaking out loud.
Who is she speaking to? I don't know.
You can hear me, right?
It's speaking to me. Yes, I can.
The mushroom is speaking to you.
That's so cool. Hey,
That
isn't that
is
cool?
very
Oh, yeah, that's
cool.
very cool. Wait, you seem nice, and thank you so much for putting that owlbear to sleep.
Oh.
We were a little bit worried.
We were also, yes. They were worried about the owlbear.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just sitting up here just kind of watching life go by. It's really nice up here.
How are you speaking to
That's
them?
correct. I think that it was the spores. Oh, maybe you could talk to them too if you got some spores in you.
Did you just hear what you just said?
Are your friends nice too?
Yes, but they're a little hesitant. I think they're afraid that if they inhale your spores, it might have some sort of negative effect on them.
Oh no, we just like people and animals and things that aren't mean to us.
They like people and things that aren't mean to them.
Okay.
Unlike that guy who keeps coming out here.
What
yelling
guy?
at- The one that lives in the tower.
In the tower, not in the inn?
No, the bad one that lives in the tower.
There's a bad man that lives in the tower.
Do you trust it?
Oh, 100%. I've never trusted any creature more.
It doesn't seem threatening at all. Hello, little one.
Get some spores.
So do you reach out to it?
I do.
It
Very
curls
cautiously.
back just a little bit
no, no.
and looks at you, and you just hear the little bit of the sound of a puff of air, and your face is enveloped in spores. Now, how do you react to said experience?
I'm very willing to eat magic chicken, but there's something about sentient mushrooms that is, I've not seen, Gaspar's not seen this before, and I think out of a reaction, I reach out to whoever's closest to me, and I'm just assuming, Wayness, you were nearby, and I'm pulling you into the spore cloud.
Amazing.
You're gnome.
Both of you roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, I really want the spores, but I don't know if Gaspar does. A 13 for me.
Okay.
15.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. So you pull Waynus in, and unfortunately, it is not fast enough, really, to protect you from the spores. Unfortunate in your own head. Because again, once again, you feel this little tingling sensation, but it is not unpleasant. It just feels like a little bit of a tingling, and then you hear, tap tap. Is this thing on? Hello. See?
Well, what do I see the mouth appear too?
So you see the mouth appear, but you do not see it moving. You just see the mushroom kind of tipping its head.
Oh.
It's
Telepathic,
looking
you're
at
part
you.
of the fungal network now.
Now, Waynus, you too are in this area, but you are seeing the same thing happening, but you're not necessarily audibly hearing what
Gaspar,
he is.
are you okay? What's going on?
I'm not sure, but this is what you're experiencing as you hear.
Yes.
So it's speaking to you.
Yes, they're thinking to me, but I'm going to think back to the mushroom.
Okay, and what are you going to think? And what are you thinking with your
can't
thinking
tell?
words? Your thinking words. I am not a mushroom. I am
you
simply
hear me?
playing a mushroom on television.
You're doing it really well. Do you hear me in your mind?
Oh yeah, we hear you.
Right.
I describe Mary
Yes.
Rumwell.
Rumwell.
You certainly can.
Does that description match? I just want to ask them if that's the angry man.
Yeah, I don't like him at all. He made us like take things and hide them, and he yelled at us
Wait.
and told us he would hurt us if we didn't hide them for
I'm
him.
translating
Yeah,
so they all know.
I think I can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Spore him.
Hello. And
you-
Robin holds his breath till the last minute, and he's like, just like the tiniest little
That's
inhale.
so cute. I'm just gonna let it happen. That is so adorable. Bring it. So you and then all you hear when all of a sudden the tingling happens, because that was so cute, you hear.
Oh yeah, that's really cute. I've never seen anybody do it that way before.
This is terrifying.
You're terrified.
They just laughed.
Well, in a cute
Hey,
way.
you know what? Should we maybe be rebels and do something that the bad guy told us not to do?
Yeah, what did he
What is that?
What did he tell you not to
They
do?
want to be rebels. They want to be rebels about
He
you.
told us to hide things, but you guys seem so nice. I think maybe we should give them to you.
Oh, that'd be so kind.
Find out what they are
So
first.
the little, the smaller, seemingly because the voices are coming from both of them, the higher pitched Myconid, which also seems to be the smaller one, sort of scurries back to the back of their area and starts to feverishly dig up a little hole, almost like a puppy that's hidden a bone, and pulls out
terrifying.
two
And
bottles.
Yeah.
So pulls out two tiny little bottles.
That made me look like this. I have these two for you.
Oh, thank you so much. These look like potions.
They
do I recognize them?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
26.
Yeah. Okay, you can see through them. You can see the molecular structure of these potions. You are now the proud owner of a potion of healing and a potion of acid resistance.
Oh.
Wow.
We're really doing this, are we? Oh, we're such rebels.
And the other one
You're such
runs
rebels.
over to another area and feverishly digs something up. And pulls out, it's bigger than they are, pulls out a
Tootie, do you need help?
shield.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you want to help, someone take this. It's really heavy.
I'll help you with that.
I haven't really worked out much.
It
has the
It is
time?
a beautiful, beautiful shield. If you would like to make an Arcana check, or you would like to make an Arcana check to see what it is.
I will cast Identify.
All right.
It consumes my pearl worth 100 gold pieces, so I will take a pearl out of my pouch, pop it in my mouth and chew it up. That's how we cast magic
You
around here.
actually consume it yourself.
Amazing. Delicious.
And I choose the shield and I learn its properties. I don't have to roll
All right,
anything.
wonderful. This shield is a sentinel shield. While holding this shield, the holder has advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
I believe that this is the shield. This is the shield. I don't know why the mushroom is talking.
That
mind.
is the shield.
Wow. Oh.
Who wants to shield?
Oh, the shield is magical and
I can barely
wait a
hold
second,
this thing.
You're the one that can wield this. It's.
Do you have a use for it? I have a shield.
I really think should be yours, Wait, as you're the one that's been jumping in and you're hurt. You're still hurt.
Oh yes, you're still hurt.
You're still hurt, and I
Do
haven't
you
even.
want this potion of healing?
It's nothing.
You know what?
Don't
Even
worry.
as you're saying potion of healing, I'm beside myself as I am watching you, still hurt and not ever even complained about it, and riddled with guilt. And I take the chicken wing that's probably still in my hand, and I say to you, "You're right. There's something about this thing. It really does consume your mind." And I throw it on the ground, and I cast Cure Wounds on you because you were hurt.
Amazing.
And you will get
He's
back.
a forgetful old dude. Like, he's been
happens.
around. It takes some time. He's just
I'll
not
still
focused.
take that. That is 13 points.
Well
Perfect.
done.
Thank you, Gaspar. I feel much better.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
was just a
I
little-
should have. I don't know what it was that You must have this shield. You clearly are the one that needs to wield it. I'm sorry. I should have done that much sooner.
He looks like he feels really bad. Is everything okay?
Oh, he only feels guilty for not healing our friend earlier.
What's guilty?
Oh, this could be a very long conversation. We'll have to come back and then we can talk about human emotions and stuff.
Okay. Hey, listen. Do you think maybe you guys could? We feel really badly about that poor guy that the mean guy took inside. Maybe you could find him.
That is guilt, by the way. What you're describing, guilty.
Guilty is
Right,
guilt.
like feeling badly, like, oh, unless you think you couldn't have stopped him. Oh, I didn't mean to put that in like you could have. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. That's guilty.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry. Was this a scaly fellow? It's so, I just want to pat the little mushroom head.
Yes. Now, as I'm making these facial expressions, the
Yes,
eyes
Kevin.
are, but the mouth is not. You're just seeing the eyes kind of turn.
Absolutely
do sad
explaining this to you.
things.
And I see the mushroom going.
Yes, you exactly. You just see the mushroom kind of compressing, and then coming up to normal, compressing.
I tried to.
Oh, that's right.
rolled a one.
Yeah.
Alex.
Where did they take this
Into the
person?
through the tree?
Into the tower.
Where did? Oh, point behind them into the tower.
In there. Like in
Oh,
there.
the tower.
Do you know how to get in there?
You know, I've seen people go around to this side here and not come back, but I don't know how they get in.
Do you think it's
The tree that
Yeah,
hides
I
the way.
It must be.
If you go down there, I think you can figure it out because you're really smart. So we'll watch over here, and if the owlbear wakes up, I'll just go, hey, and see, and then you'll know that the owlbear's up.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll just be here.
Thank you.
Bye.
I can't. So
So you make your way down the stairs. I'm assuming a little carefully because of our sleeping buddy over
Yes.
We should be quiet.
And are you heading in the?
We should look behind the tree.
yes.
All right, excellent.
Or the way.
hides the way.
So you guys again kind of sidling up against this wall, and right as you approach the tree, the leaves are already swaying in the wind a little bit as you approach the tree, and Althea, you were the first to notice because you come up to the tree and you're just kind of like pressing up against the trunk to see if there's anything.
Whoa,
Tree.
That tickles. And some branches move away, and you see that the tree has a beautiful, wizened face.
Oh, wow.
Right there in the front, smiling at you. Oh, that tickles me.
I guess when his beard is almost as glorious as yours.
Indeed.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
my
well,
dear.
You flatter me.
Is he a relative?
Oh,
Oh,
everything.
hello there. Oh, sorry, I see that the owlbear is sleeping. Have you been watching the nature show in front of us? It's been amazing. It's been like watching an amazing feat of what nature can do.
Yes, it has. Did you see the owlbear?
Yeah,
it's right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Watch as the sleeping owlbear naps in its native habitat.
Couldn't hear you.
Earlier before, it was trying to eat the rare but powerful giant spider. Oh, it was quite magnificent.
Can you hear this tree?
David
can hear this tree.
Attenborough.
That means everything can hear the tree.
But here I am. I am simply a part of nature and a water of nature. I enjoy the birds. I enjoy all of the little woodland creatures around here. Ever since I was awakened, I've had such a lovely time.
Who awakened you?
Oh, many, many moons ago, there was a lovely person, similar to all of you, who thought that it would be nice if I had the ability to experience life as you do. Now, obviously, I cannot ambulate the way that all of you do, but I stand here as a watcher of things. I can walk, I'm just very slow.
Could you show us the way or allow us to pass into the tower?
I can certainly show you the door.
Oh.
And it moves aside some of its branches.
Ooh.
And you see a little door there on the side. I couldn't necessarily tell you how to get in because I can't quite see behind myself that way.
That's a lot of sense.
But I do know it's possible.
Is it locked? Do you know if it's locked or? I mean, I can actually just go and check.
Can we pass your branch,
Oh, yes, that's very kind of you to ask. Yes, of course, my dear. Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So, are you're examining the door?
Yeah, I'll roll investigation check on the door to see if it's trapped.
Okay.
Ooh, smart.
You can. Guidance.
The guidance will not matter.
Oh,
That's a 1.
Oh, snap.
I rolled a 20 and 1.
So as you are going to investigate this doorknob, all of a sudden another wave of that barrel that's still in the inn, another wave of that comes and just kind of knocks you sideways. You're just like so distracted and all you can think about are those chicken wings. Shake it off. Focus back up. And you do notice one thing, which is that the handle on the door is glowing.
Althea,
Yes.
the door is glowing. I don't have much
Right.
knowledge of that.
I
You might.
will cast Dispel Magic on the door handle. It can't be anything good.
Excellent. All right. Dispel magic. There's no roll or anything. Dispel magic just dispels it, right?
As long as it's if it's a spell below 4th level, third level or lower, so yeah, below 4th level, the spell just ends.
Excellent. Okay, so as you cast it, what does your dispel magic look like?
Yeah.
I will walk up and with one hand, I will sort of like sense the magic, and then with the other, I will like erase it.
Amazing. You're just wiping that clean, just like wiping your counter, just wiping the magic
It's very
clean.
satisfying.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Such a
very, very
professor,
satisfying.
like professor
So as
with
you
the
hold
eraser.
as you hold your hand up and you start to wipe, you literally start to see where you're wiping in your vision stops glowing and it just becomes a normal door handle.
That's it.
Excellent.
Wow. Brilliant. I also found a gold key. I'm now wondering if that
if
could have
that's
opened
for
the door.
Well, I've only
But I
dispelled
didn't
whatever
check.
was glowing, so it could still be locked.
That's true.
I do have a spell for that too, but it does seem
I
to be
just try
something
the
you
key?
could do. Yeah.
I'll try put the gold key in.
Ooh.
Look at
Never
that.
happens.
Wow.
Well, Waynes, you said that you have become an adventurer so that you can have a closer look at all of these natural creatures and magical creatures that are out there.
Indeed.
There's so much more out there in the world than even appears in some textbooks.
Yes.
I would take notes on this one in
So
particular.
it seems.
At least you can get up close to this one. And
You're
I
welcome
look
to
back to
come
see the
back
ogre.
and talk to me anytime.
I'd love to ask you some questions. if that's all right.
Yes, definitely. But don't waste your time on me. I have a very long time to stay here. I'm not going anywhere.
It seems like you've planted your roots,
Exactly. Yes.
made
I
yourself at home.
Are you
Very
saying we
Here.
should leave?
All right. It's happening.
You asked for this.
You asked for this.
Oh no.
I think it's time for some punspiration.
What?
I bid you the great coin of inspiration because I do love a good pun.
Thank
Or
you.
a bad
Very
pun.
good at that.
There are no bad puns. There are just boring
just-
people. Puns are always fun.
It's true.
Yes, I don't believe they're dad jokes.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, please enjoy your coin.
Thank
enjoy
you.
your statuette.
Yes.
I'm very proud of both of you.
Thanks.
And don't
I'm
forget
just
you have
pining
them.
for inspiration.
It's coming, baby. It's coming, boo boo. I believe in you. All right. So who's opening the door?
I will open the door.
All right, Waynes is going to open the door.
Step inside.
And we are going to see what you see when you open
It's blue now.
the door. So as you open this newly unlocked and demagicked door,
Yes.
Nice work.
it is very dark and dim in this dungeon. A torch is lighting part of it, but it's still very, 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 very dim. You see, as you begin to walk inside, you see a few things. You see, leaning against one wall is a skeleton that happens to be missing its skull. NBD. Clutched in one of its hands is a scimitar. There are other items just seem to be scattered about. A shield, there's a book in the corner, there's a staff that seems to have frost on it, all scattered throughout the gloom. There is also a ladder that ascends to a closed, seemingly some kind of a cell door of some kind. But what you do notice as soon as you walk inside, as you all kind of move in pretty quickly with your dark vision that all of you happen to have,
yeah.
which kind of makes dim spaces not so fun for me. What you do see when you walk in, all four of you, is that 3 black globs are oozing and creeping across the dungeon floor. And with a quick glance, especially for you, Robin, with your high perception, you see, strangely, there are some objects floating in the air over on the other
like-
side of the room.
I kind of like look and I go, are you casting levitate again?
I am not.
Something's got.
So you see these black oozes coming towards you, and they start to move toward, obviously, the first person coming into the room,
no.
which is you. But then
guys.
suddenly, they peel off slightly to the side and come around to Gaspar.
Oh,
Oh, does a 19 hit?
it does.
It does. Okay, so hang on a second because it's gonna do a little bit of damage. Apologies in advance.
I'm ready.
Yes, you are ready. And you're a healer, so I should calm down. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Gosh, Anjali, don't be the player, be the DM. I just care
Try to kill them.
care too much about you all. You take 5 points of acid damage as a little part of your armor starts to kind of steam a little bit on your, just on like the side of your chest. It kind of lashed out at you. Now, when that happens, something else extraordinary happens, which is that it knocks that hot sauce off your belt.
No.
And all of the oozes begin to ooze toward it.
No, they were drawn.
Lure it,
Hot sauce.
throw it away, lure them away.
So I'm recalling like passing it to you, and then you must have given it back to me, and then I'm giving it back to you again.
It's yours, it's yours.
No, I don't want it. Oh no, it's on the ground. It's shattered on the
Yes, it
ground.
has
I'm gonna move
fallen-
away from it.
It
I'll
has
take it.
fallen on the
It's
ground.
fallen on the ground.
So they are all now.
You love the hot sauce. Oh, this is our moment to
If we
just
oozes
let
would make
us
a
get
face,
through.
it would be this. That's the face you would imagine on these oozes as they are obsessing over, surprisingly, the hot wing sauce. Everybody wants the hot wing sauce. I don't understand.
It is really delicious.
It's
We must
really
move.
delicious sauce.
It's just,
Just dart past them.
yes, I'm moving past them already, and I'm holding my arm, which is
But watch
burning.
for the stuff that's floating in the air.
Right.
I mean, it's
Oh,
just in
no.
the distance is fine,
Yes,
right?
it's pretty far off on the other side of the room. There's stuff floating over there, and then there's all this stuff scattered around in the room
Yeah.
that you saw.
What about the staff that was frosty?
What about the frosty stuff? Do you want to go over and look?
As long as there aren't floating items between me and the
There are
Maybe-
not floating. It's kind of like they're kind of like tucked away in the side of the
Okay.
wall. Like you've got Mr. like Headless Skeleton over
Check
there.
it out.
Yes, please check it out.
Also, I have this acid resistance potion, but it's just for one of us.
No, don't worry. One of you hold on to that. I'm okay.
I mean, you found it. You take
Person
it.
with the lowest. If you were to quantify your health,
I'm okay.
Probably,
probably me.
perhaps.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
Just keep it. I'm
I'll
keeping a
hang
look
on
out
to
on
it
the
for now.
blobs while
Yes.
we investigate. Just let me know when we're moving
I just
forward.
want to scope out that staff.
Absolutely. So you head over to the staff, and certainly it's a long, beautifully carved staff, but it does look like it's been sitting in a freezer because it's like covered in frost at the top, and then the full top of it is just almost like glowing with frost.
I'm just gonna be like, 1, 2, and grab it.
Excellent. It is yours.
Oh, all right, great.
You now are in
Grab it from
possession of this wonderful staff, so grab onto that, baby.
Whoa,
that is,
look at that.
piece.
It's so cool.
Look at that piece.
Are you looking for
Where's
yourself?
where's my guy?
Here you are. You can place that staff.
Excellent. And you see also
That's cool.
while you run
Look
over
at
to the
this.
while you run over there, you also see a rather unremarkable looking short bow right next to it.
I will grab it just.
All right.
But what if that's the cursed thing?
Might as well. As you grab it, don't really notice anything. You just a short bow. You got a bunch of stuff in your hands. You're pretty solid.
Could I try and grab the scimitar?
You certainly can.
I mean, I'm hoping the skeleton doesn't do anything, and
Well,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
cautiously like, just grab it.
You take a second as you're watching it. It does not move.
There's no sign of the skull anywhere.
You do see when you look across the room
And floating.
and see the floating things. You see a
Poor Yorick. I knew
Yes,
him well.
exactly. We were waiting for it. You already have inspiration. I can't give you another statuette. Yes,
there's
indeed.
foots there as well.
There's yes, exactly. There's like pieces of this skeleton kind of all over the room.
Oh.
Also, though, when you look over there in the where that head is,
Yeah.
you also see what looks to be like it looks like a frying pan, and this kind of golden gem. Oh. Yes. Now, as you are all kind of in here and you hear the slurping getting louder and louder, you hear another sound. Hello?
Yes.
Hello, is there anyone down there?
Cell.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, please help?
Wait. Oh, the lads are down.
The ladder up.
Look, we
to
don't
the
have much time. Those.
Hello, help, please.
Yes.
It's me.
Alex.
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Hello.
Alex.
Hello, please.
Alex.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Is it a friend? Is it Quincy? Someone, please come help me.
Right on our way.
Quincy is-
Quincy is.
Oh, Quincy.
I'll try and
We know what
unlock.
bouncy is.
I'll try and unlock the door.
So you're.
I'll
yeah?
run and climb.
Wait.
this- and
Guidance.
I just stretch my toe out and you
Yep, that's all I
touch
need.
the toe.
Excellent. How are you going to open this door?
I'm going to take out my little tools, my thieves' tools, and I'm going to I'm going to try and unlock the door. Just stand back in case
Just be
anything.
careful. There are apparently there's some slurpy, oozy things down there.
Yes.
That awful sorcerer put them down there.
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Hot sorcerer.
Don't make fun. Did you just say sorcerer?
Yeah, a hot sorcerer.
I think that.
Were you perhaps
Jordan's good at this.
My whole first
fishing
team.
for inspiration?
Well, of course I am.
Please, sire, please enjoy your fish inspiration.
I'm vegetarian, but it's fine.
That's fine. You can be a pescatarian for the day.
inspiration.
It does look a little bit like a little.
I'll keep my fish.
Excellent, excellent. Sorry, I got
So,
distracted
I'll tell
by
Alex
sauce.
to just stand
sauce
back in
burger.
case there's any traps or anything, and I will try and pick the lock.
Excellent, excellent.
That is a natural 19 for a
Excellent.
28.
You barely put your tools inside the lock and just like exactly. That's exactly what it looks
I feel
like.
like
You're
he could
just
have
such an
broken out of this
expert.
himself, but and I'll open the door.
Wonderful. You open the door, and would you please open the door?
Yes.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much. But you're not Quincy.
no.
Hello. My name is Alex. My name is Alex.
Jade Scales, I
Yes,
presume?
Jade Scales. Exactly. I am the proprietor of the In Plain Sight.
Right.
Have you dispatched of the? Oh no, there they are. They love
Yes.
that hot sauce, don't they? You have to be careful. You know, there's this terrible, terrible sorcerer around here. He brought me in here. He pretended to be someone who would buy my beautiful inn, and I thought I thought everything was fine, but instead he imprisoned me.
Why would he do such a thing?
Well, I'm assuming that he had some nefarious scheme to do with those poor other adventurers that he hired. You know, the hard way, I believe that they're called.
He hired them. Did he hire them?
Do you make just
we should hurry.
we
Is
should
there
move.
anything else on the ground that is
we
worth
should try
taking?
that. What
Just
about
like
I see something you could maybe use. It's like a beautiful looking mace.
Indeed, you do see.
Or a morning
You do
star.
see a special. It looks like a sensor. It's like a mace, but it does seem a little bit not a mace. It's almost like a morning star with a round, like a flail. Thank you. So you'd see that down there. It does have a little bit of a gentle glow to it.
That is interesting. I would like to. I'm drawn to it as soon as it's pointed out to me.
Excellent. You head over, deftly avoiding the
Oh yeah.
slurpity
Staying away from
slurpers,
that.
and you have this. So there you are. And maybe when you guys have a little more time, you can decide to figure out what that is.
Yes.
Yeah, we can identify
Yeah.
later.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
anything?
But yeah, keep an eye
that
out. Again,
gem
if you
that's
see
floating
it,
in the air?
if you see
Yes.
it is in that room.
There's also
There's
there's also a
gold
book.
coins. Oh, a book.
A darkened book.
A darkened book. All right, all right. Who's is anyone running for the book?
Is it floating?
The book is not
floating.
floating. No.
I can grab it, but you
It's
know
just
more
on a
about
little,
books than I do.
it's on a little
Certainly.
shelf that's like right behind the ladder. So it's
Okay.
near enough to the door.
Okay.
I will go up to the book. And does it look like it's does it look cursed?
I mean, it can,
Exactly, does
You
a
said
cursed
dark.
book
You
look?
said it looks dark. Like, does it look spooky?
I mean, no, I wouldn't say it look. It's not going to start. It doesn't look like it's going to. It might start talking.
Okay, it's not like this book is covered in spiders and.
No, there's not like
Spikes
evil.
and-
No,
okay.
no. It does have some intricate filigree.
Okay,
on it.
I
It's
will pick up the book.
Excellent. And as you pick up the book, you notice that balanced against it is a small shield.
Oh, okay. Oh, I keep waiting for a trap. Okay.
And that goes in your little bag of holding over there. Your not
A
so little
shield
bag
for
of
you.
holding. And when you look
are
at the book, you
collecting quite
do
a
notice
lot of
that there are some parchments that have been tucked away inside the book, as well as the book itself.
Oh God. Okay, we'll deal with this. We'll
Yeah.
look at this shortly.
Let's
Yes.
just
when
keep
we're in
moving.
a safer situation.
But yeah. Oh, have you seen Pouncy by any chance?
No, we saw the parchment about him, but we have not seen them, unfortunately.
Oh, Pouncy, I miss my Pouncy so much. I'm sure that sorcerer has done something awful to him. I just abhor violence, but I can't stand that. I just can't stand that he came in here and did all of these things to us.
we'll see if we can just try to set it right. But are you skilled? Are you a skilled adventurer? You are. Are you not?
I was a
You were.
former adventurer, you see. Yes, of course. But like I said, I abhor violence. So I decided to take a more pacifist attempt to help my community, my adventuring community. So I developed the In Plain Sight. I worked very hard on my recipe for these beautiful hot wings. I was very proud of it, and people came from all over the land. It was. Oh, that's disgusting.
They're a fan of your hot sauce.
Yes, well, who isn't?
Exactly.
I pride myself on my hot sauce, I do. At least until that sorcerer took over. Oh, I tell you, I finished my adventuring days, began the In Plain Sight. Those lovely people from the Hard Way came to visit, and then that fellow came, told them to go find an egg for him, and the rest is history. He put me in the cell. He told them that he was the new proprietor, and I couldn't do anything about it. I'm sure they're somewhere around here, very angry.
Oh,
So
Wait.
many questions.
right. So little time.
Yes.
Alex, it's quite dangerous to head back. There's an owlbear that might be awake.
Oh, dear.
Do you want to come with us?
Will you help me find Bouncy?
We'll try.
Maybe put a stop to this
Yes.
sorcerer.
Well, I'm not necessarily helpful in a battle anymore. I'm a bit out of practice, but I absolutely want to watch you exact revenge for my terrible
Is there anything that you could use to protect yourself, fight with?
You don't
I
have to
did
fight
have
to
my
protect yourself.
my very fancy family heirloom frying pan. I don't. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it's
the one that's floating
Oh.
in
that's odd.
space.
Is there any chance I have read about a phenomenon like this?
Roll me either a nature or an check. Oh, look, the mushrooms are apparently back in.
Arcana Spectre for me.
Then
so,
Alex can't see well.
it's an 18.
Excellent. So you have heard tell of something that many magic users, casters, may do to enchant a creature known as a gelatinous cube. You've heard tell of them using these creations to protect areas and just kind of not necessarily taming them per se, but setting them in certain locations.
I think there is a chance that these items are floating due not to some sort of levitation magic, but instead that they are floating within a creature that is difficult for us to see.
great,
Transparent. You see these small oozes, I think maybe a sign or
Yes.
symptom.
I will do one thing for Alex. Is there anything in his hands? I will hand him. There's like a plate or a goblet or any other item that I can find in there. I'm going to hand it to him, and I'm going to cast light on it.
Oh,
he
that's
could
nice.
hold, and I pull out the shield from the bag of holding. Like,
Yes, this.
Oh,
Oh, yes,
excellent.
actually, this is
That'll-
perfect.
We have a shield collection.
Which,
do.
which
We need you to wield it
shield
to
are
give
we
you
The
giving
one we
him?
just
The one that we
The one you
got.
just got. Okay, great,
Yeah.
great.
And I will cast light on that so our dragonborn friend can see.
Excellent. So when you cast light, there is definitely, because it is a pretty
serpent
tree.
far-reaching, you definitely now start to see the outline of this globule, this somewhat cubulous, yeah, that's a word, I own it,
Cubulous.
globule in front of a door. And weirdly, whoever wants to roll a perception check.
natural 20.
Of course
Again?
you did.
Yeah.
Of course you did. I love this for you. Okay, so you see the globule, but then you also see sort of the outline of a really tiny little globule behind it.
Oh, baby cube.
Just a thing. Just a thing.
Okay.
I think now, since you have foiled my nefarious plans, I think it might be time to show you what this little creature looks like. So we have our lovely gelatinous.
There's Yorick.
Yes.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Frying pan
And you
inside.
can see there's a frying pan inside. There's a
skull.
little gem. There's a skull.
The skull from the skull.
Oh my God. Behind it.
It's so weird.
What? Look at him. You can't make a baby gelatinous cube.
I don't want to For her to just try and grab it from the side.
Well, I don't want to. I'm having a moral issue.
I would
It's
say-
cute.
Yes, and remember what I did tell you at the very beginning.
Yes, that every combat can be avoided.
Everything, and I'm never gonna get to cast fireball.
I did not say that. Don't worry,
Listen.
my pet. Don't worry.
What if we poke it with a stick?
Right.
I've heard that
Push it through.
that would make sense if it
Just
didn't
push
if
the
it's
frying pan out the other side. I am going to cast. Oh wait, duration. Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and then I'm gonna try to have the Mage Hand just go into the cube and grab
Nice.
the pan.
I love this for you. Okay, so let me think. Mage Hand does not have a role for having to do things. You really are just reaching inside, and it's magical, so it can't take any damage. So,
It does. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean it can't
me its
attack,
properties.
so I guess it just.
but it's not.
But it can interact with objects.
attacking.
It also
can
can't
interact
carry
with
more than
objects.
10 pounds, so I don't know how heavy that pan is.
10
I
pounds
mean,
is a heavy.
that's a
pan.
heavy.
That would be a really
like, that
heavy
would be
cast
like
iron.
super cast iron.
Yeah.
That would be like cast iron upon cast iron. I love this so much. And I don't necessarily know what one would roll for it. So describe to me how
Yeah.
your mage hand oozes into the ooze and slurps its way in. What does your mage hand look like?
So to summon it, I put my hands together, and then when I pull them apart, there's a third hand in between them.
Creepy.
And then I can control it with my one hand, so I'll just
Nice.
mime what is happening, and the hand will zoom forward.
Okay.
And it's gonna go like this and just shoot right into the jelly.
right, okay.
And then it will reach for the pan. I mean, I
Okay.
imagine it would move pretty slowly once
Yeah.
it's in the.
Yeah, so it's definitely like there's a time warp almost. Like it reaches in and then all of a sudden moves very slowly, but it is able to reach forward and grab onto that pan. And where would you like it to go from there?
I just want it to go backwards. Just
Backwards
get it out
towards-
of the
okay.
cube towards me. Yeah.
And your mage hand is holding a silvered frying pan. And
Or I guess I'd bring it straight to Alex.
oh, that's
Yes.
very kind of you.
And
If you
just
would give
hand
that
it.
to Alex. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that so very much. Oh, I feel so much better. Oh, those things are really disgusting, aren't they? They really do like that hot sauce.
They do.
So it has moved forward a little bit, but it seems very slow. I wonder if we might move around it.
Maybe we could just kind of lure it
Yes.
away from
Yeah.
the door.
I will. I kind of put my hand on you, and I'm going to cast spiritual weapon, and I'm not trying to do severe damage with it, but I am going to provoke the gelatinous cube with the spiritual weapon. I'm going to have the spiritual weapon attack. So this a spiritual weapon that manifests is. Let's make it a frying pan in honor of this whole thing. So a frying pan appears, and it will strike at the gelatinous cube,
Okay.
and then I'll have it move back
Okay.
to
Back
try to
will just
draw it towards
draw it
you.
away from the door towards
Yes.
towards you.
And towards the
It's
opposite
the
wall.
frying pan's revenge.
Yes,
I
indeed.
love it. I love it.
And I will move away from this, kind of in position to when we're all ready to go, to move towards the door. Hopefully, when it's the path is clear.
What if we gave him something to keep it busy? Can we give him something?
Like what?
Like
I don't have anything either.
a lute? Would be a shame.
Play a song.
Lure it. Lure the gelatinous cube with the power of song.
Perhaps.
I shall try this.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Venus
yes.
walks off to the other side of the room and starts playing a song on the lute, a beautiful traditional Irish sounding song.
Oh. You know what? Make a performance check for me.
I would have guidance, but I'm
you're in
mesmerized.
combat.
Already.
Yeah.
I got this.
Come on.
Is that a natural
It
20?
is. It is.
Casual, like,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, no, too much. Too much.
Nice.
Wonderful.
I'll go
You
sit.
guys were not expecting to be so distracted in the middle of a very dangerous situation, but all of a
Yes.
sudden, the voice that comes out of Weynus is angelic. It's like the song of angels coming down from on high. The lute playing it's like you feel the passion behind the song, and even though it's a very simple, like you said, the most beautiful Irish ditty, it's a simple tune, but somehow fills your heart. You all feel you swell up with pride. The cube does nothing different.
Oh no!
It's a gelatinous cube. But
So
A for effort,
Yes.
love it.
So there's only a few feet between the cube and the door.
I would say at this point there's like 10 feet.
Okay.
There's
Whoa.
enough, like it's not, when I say like a few compared to the big space.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna try and quietly and subtly move around behind it between the cube and the door.
Okay.
I'm hesitant to plunge another mage hand into the cube to grab that gem until my companions are also out of the room. So I think for now I'm just gonna try the door. Is it locked?
It does not seem to be locked.
Then I guess I will open it and just kind of peek through so I see what's.
I may need to add our next map for this purpose, because a few things are about to happen.
Oh no! Did I mess
I
up?
think it might be time to see the next set.
Yes.
Oh gosh!
We gotta
I guess
move
I should
these.
have just got the
no.
gem.
Excellent. So as that door opens, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity.
You can't see it, but there's a giant axe above the door.
There is.
And it
And it's
Yikes.
practical.
probably going
A
to swing down.
dexterity saving
A
throw.
dexterity saving throw. Do you have guidance left over from him, or no? You don't.
No, because
No,
I
it's
passed
probably
it
not
off.
long
Okay, okay,
time.
okay. That's all right. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. I do
got
have
this.
inspiration though.
Yes.
You
In case
do
I mess it up.
indeed.
That's a natural. Oh, that's a 4.
Okay.
I thought it was a natural 1. It's a 4. I will
Okay.
use my inspiration.
All right.
though.
Well,
If you
Okay.
don't
you
mind.
deserve it. You can cash that coin in. Excellent, excellent. The good news is you can
Thank you.
always earn it back with your
Yes.
delectable puns.
That's good.
All right, here we go. Better this time, please.
No whammies.
That's a 10, so 13. No, not good. At least it's not embarrassingly bad.
No, it's definitely not embarrassing. But you want to open that door and I could show them how fancy your set is?
We push
The door opens and
Oh,
no!
Okay.
Althea!
Slice me up.
All right. The good news is, you have a healer. That's the good news. The good
Yes,
news
if
is
you
you have a
remembers
healer.
this time.
Yes.
If he remembers.
Okay, the good news is I just rolled so badly.
Okay.
Yeah. You had the potential to take 2d8 slashing damage. You have 4.
Oh,
Slashing
love it,
damage.
love it.
Ooh, that could have
That
been really.
that could have been
pretty
jolly
bad.
bad for
For a
our
wizard?
sweet
Yeah.
our sweet wizard
Damage.
but you
Great.
are okay. But look, hey, I mean, that could have been a whole lot.
Oh, that could have been so much
that
worse.
could have been jolly bad.
I don't know why I never cast the
wonderful.
mage armor throughout all of this.
Oh.
The pressure's on. There's so much
There's still
happening.
time, you guys. There's still time.
Everything talks.
All right,
except
great.
for this.
So even though you as you open the door because you're just so excited to get through and get moving out, you see the axe as it's coming, and as you dive out of the way, it just kind of cuts into the side of your robes.
My reading arm.
And slashes the side of your arm. It is not major damage, but it is definitely scary. Like you definitely, that could have gone a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
You're very grateful.
I wonder if that's how the skeleton lost his head.
Oh.
I will see that and casually walk around the swinging axe that is now kind of come to a stop and just, pardon me, and get into the room, and then I'll just try and make sure there's a path cleared for the rest of them.
First of all, you gather your bearings and you see a very large stone staircase that curls upward. So you kind of gather that you have reached the bottom of the tower. There is candlelight illuminating a door on the other side of the room. There is some scattered treasure around. There are some very bright colored plants over in the corner. There are 3 skeletons that don't seem to be propped up, but they definitely are up.
Oh.
And they
Uh-oh.
are dressed somewhat like you guys are.
Oh no!
No, it's the hard way.
So that's a thing to, you know,
Winners! Winners!
put a pin in that. To put a pin in that.
I'm here.
You also see, oh, the timing of this all. You see floating right in the middle
Something else
of the
floating.
room.
Oh no.
Something else.
Oh!
Something quite unexpected. You see a rather strange looking
No!
that is very akin to the beast on the front of the
Winners!
see this just hanging out, floating in the middle of the room. It is not.
Aggressive.
You guys come through, and it does not seem to be necessarily moving. But you do see sharp teeth, one big eye, and 10 smaller eyes on wriggling stalks. But it is just kind of floating there, not necessarily doing anything.
Oh, hello. We're a big fan. Look, I hear this shield.
The beholder, again, does not seem to be reacting to any of you guys, but then when Alex comes running through, it flies toward Alex. And you are terrified about what is going to happen to this poor, unarmored, unweaponed individual. And the beholder starts to lick him on the face.
What?
What?
The beholder just starts licking his face. Now he is like frozen in terror about what is happening. What is happening?
Oh,
What is
I
happening?
know what this is.
What is happening?
Pouncy!
As soon as you say Pouncy, the beholder starts to wriggle.
Oh,
Like just wriggle a little bit, and one of the stalks of the eyes almost kind of swings around to the back like it's a wagging tail.
Oh my god.
Pouncy? My Pouncy? What have they done to you, my
Pouncy was
Pouncy?
just placed a beast, right?
And got
now,
like transformed into a beholder.
is that something that can happen?
Is that something that has happened in the literature?
You do recognize that this is a kind of magic that can be undone through a variety of ways.
Yeah, I'll just slip and shut the door then. So like
Smarty McSmarty.
Yeah.
Someone shut that door.
Yes, then I would
Shut that
love
door.
to cast Dispel Magic
I would love for you to do that as
on
well.
Pouncy.
I love this. So as you, it's almost like you, like you know when you're doing like, I'm crushing your head. You sort of do that, and you're holding Pouncy the Beholder in your hand, and as you begin to wipe from top to bottom, Pouncy's appearance changes. He's no longer a fearsome beast with 10 stalks for eyes. Instead, he is a different kind of somewhat fearsome beast with tentacles and 6 legs. Because Pouncy shows his true appearance as indeed a displacer beast. I'll take that.
Waynes!
Dude,
a displacer beast. Look at
and
him.
as you are doing that, it has not stopped one bit from licking.
licking
It's
Alex.
still licking Alex's face, and Alex is just through the roof thrilled. Oh, Pouncy, my Pouncy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry all of this happened. You all see, he's a dreadful fellow. You must not underestimate him. He has terrible magics that he can use. You must be careful moving forward. He's a dreadful person, and oh dear. Do you see those 3 in front of me as
Oh,
well?
we should have kept an eye on those.
no, the skeleton.
Yes, indeed. For as Pouncy comes forward, and all of you are very happy for the reunion, the skeletons are not quite as friendly, and I do need you to roll. And in the meantime, I am going to present these delightful adventurer skeletons.
Look at that cloak.
I know, right?
Beautiful.
Fashion sense on these skeletons, you guys. So yes, again, let's roll initiative, please.
Oh,
I have a 10.
A 10, Gaspar.
I have an 8.
8, Althea.
I have a 12.
12, Robin.
15.
15, and Alex. Wonderful. In our initiative order, this is going to start with one of the skeletons, unfortunately. Apparently, they're also from where Gaspar is, because I say his name the same. So our first skeleton looks remarkably like this was clearly the muscle of the group. There is a helmet sword. It's fitted for battle, and it is going to go for the closest person to him, which is.
It's either me or, depending on how far in Wayness came. But
All right. All right.
I think it might be me.
I think it
the
might be you
tanks.
as well, my dear.
I'm busy.
Does a 3 hit?
I'm busy petting the
A three
three?
does a 3
three.
hit?
Not quite.
Yes, no, I figured it didn't. So it's attempting to come. You're too spry, Grandpa. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed,
yeah.
indeed.
Gramps got moves.
Gramps got moves. Also, you're used to dealing with undead in
I
your
sure am.
particular field of battle,
wait.
so you were prepared for that movement. That does finish its turn. As it goes, Alex also says, "Oh dear, that's them." The ones, the ones that he hired to do the thing that I told you about.
Oh.
It's definitely them. I recognize that cloak anywhere. It was fabulous.
Oh.
Next will be Robin Richmond.
Yes, Robin will dash to the side behind the staircase and
Okay.
come up behind the one with the fancy cloak.
No, wait a minute. When he dashes behind the staircase.
Oh no, but not like behind this.
Oh, behind this
in front of the
area.
staircase.
Okay, excellent.
And I will use all of my quick hand movements to not damage the cape, but try and stab into the skeleton.
Appealing. I love it.
Try and just lift the cape and then cut.
Make it rain.
Okay. 21.
Yes, that
to
definitely
hit,
hits.
with my newfound rapier. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action slash it with my short sword. That's a natural 15 for 22
Oh, wow. Okay, hang on a second. We're going to do this
for an additional 5.
for an additional 5. Okay.
So 16
excellent.
total.
So you just deftly, it's a sight to see, and immediately you don't even see where it actually hit the skeleton. It just crumbles into a pile of bones. Wonderful,
Onto the
wonderful.
ground.
So cloak and bones
Cloak
on the
untouched.
ground. Wonderful, beautiful.
Pristine.
Well, very well done. I'm very impressed. Next in the initiative order, we have that was Robin. Then we have Althea.
Okay. So I haven't identified this staff yet, but I kind of just want to point it at the skeleton in armor and see if it does the magic.
I ain't mad at
First-hand
it.
field research.
I mean, why not? I ain't mad at it. You very keenly and astutely earlier identified that, you know what? It's frosty and it's a staff. It's probably a staff of frost. So here's what you've got from that. You know from your experience at the academy that a staff of frost offers several benefits. One is that you have resistance to cold damage. Always a good thing. The staff has 10 charges. You have a choice of what you want to expel with it. It can either be a cone of cold.
Ooh.
Which takes a certain number of charges, a fog cloud,
Okay.
an ice storm,
Ooh.
or a wall of ice.
Oh man.
So it's
wall of
pretty
ice.
powerful stuff.
Okay, so I think a cone of cold would hit presumably at least one of my allies.
Fewer than 3 of your allies?
Yeah.
Where are you standing that you can't get
I'm
rid of
not
your
saying
allies?
I'm willing to sacrifice you. I'm saying I
at the
have
back.
sculpt spells, so I can protect you from
Well,
it.
I mean, the good news is your main 3 allies are here, and Alex and Pouncy are off, having their special reunion. So I think you might be safe with it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll take
Sculpt.
a few steps forward. It's just that since I am a little unsure of what the staff does, I want to be extra cautious of it. So I would like to try and cast Cone of Cold.
Excellent.
And if any of my allies are in the way, then they automatically succeed their saving throws and take no damage. So
Excellent.
it's just like a safety.
I like it. All right. So let's see what we got. They must all make a Constitution saving.
The bad
throw?
guys, yes. Constitution. Wait, I don't know. You're the one that told me how to spell.
Cone of
Cone of
Cold.
Cold.
Okay.
That must be Con.
Or down.
Or dex.
Sorry.
Or Dex, right?
Yeah.
This is.
I'm trying to look it up.
These are very sad. They were probably much better adventurers in life.
When they had to fly.
I legitimately rolled a 1,
Oh
a 7, and an 8.
Oh my god.
We like
so,
this.
Oh, and one of them's already down. So that's really
That's the one.
Let's
That's the
make,
one.
let's make that one.
Perfect.
Sure.
Yeah.
So as you blast this beautiful icy cone of cold blast out of your staff, you also use your incredible magical mystery powers and sculpt. You almost see it like sculpt itself and weave around and through your allies. But somehow just manages to pop, 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 boom.
That's half the
Knock
charges gone.
over all of the other skeletons.
Woo!
They are out.
Nice.
There's just not enough hit points in them to survive that. Unless I roll all ones always. And even if I did, they'd be unconscious. So delightful. That encounter was much less threatening than we ever thought it was going to be. Surprise.
So sorry.
I am not so sorry. You go, girl. You take them
Robin
out.
is
That's what the staff is for.
Yeah,
Yes.
Robin's just standing there like,
Yeah.
Gaspar was about to turn undead, and
Oh.
then
And then-
you did it for him.
Really
I'm so
didn't
sorry.
need to
I
happen.
didn't mean to steal your
No, this was
thunder.
most impressive. You must be an amazing instructor,
Professor.
Professor. Yes, you should
Well,
be
so
the.
would you. You would also be an amazing professor. I really think that I should introduce you to
You do.
the headmaster. Yes.
Would you mind terribly if Bouncy and I maybe went back to the inn? Would you mind terribly?
Not at all.
As long, just be careful for the gelatinous cube, of course.
Oh, we're not going that way. Do you not see the door behind us? It leads right to my bedroom.
Oh.
Wait, did you know this tower was back here?
Well, it's always been here. There certainly weren't
it was
creatures in it until that awful sorcerer was
And it
there.
was just empty. You just lived adjacent to an empty tower and just.
Well, you know, it's kitschy. It's a kind of thing. People,
bit of a draw, I
people
can
want to
understand.
come see strange things in the world. Can't just have a tavern. I mean, I do have the hot wings, but I still have to invite people, and people still have to come for a
Sightseeing.
reason.
You know, it's a
exactly.
landmark.
Exactly.
Sightseeing.
Adventurers always want something that seems like it might be an adventure to happen. But listen, I really don't want an adventure, but I don't want you to end up like those fellows. So please do be careful. Yes.
Do you think this is how Mary got through?
We didn't see the
Did you
door.
say Mary?
True, we didn't see. We
didn't.
Mary.
You did. No, you did. You said Mary.
Yeah.
Mary.
Romwell.
Yes. Romwell.
Oh, yes. You haven't yet, of course. Mary. Well, regardless, I'm going to. We've got to go. I'm traumatized by this experience. And he runs through the door and slams it and locks it
Right.
on the other side.
Locks us in?
Wait, I wanted to cuddle with the displacer.
So they are. You can retrieve our lovely Alex and.
Pouncy.
At least they're safe.
And as
Yes.
he
We
locks
cuddled
the
again
door,
later.
You think that
as he locks the door, you do hear on the other side. So sorry, I just want to keep them out. But if you need us, just holler. Okay, bye.
There's a staircase, so
There is
the only
a
way is up, but
staircase.
perhaps we should just have a quick scan. There's a cloak on the ground.
Yes,
Looks
of course.
particularly interesting.
There is a cloak
I
on
can
the ground.
identify 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4 more things.
There's
Yes.
a very shiny ring. There's a nice helmet, an armor, a nice sword, a nice blade of some sort.
like
And cloak.
And your
And the cloak.
maul or
All
morning
right,
star.
I do have
And-
this.
You do have
behind
that.
behind the
And there's potions in this room.
behind the plants, there
So
seems to
much.
be some kind of
and
lantern
another
book.
book. Oh my goodness.
Do we just?
Let's
maybe
just take a moment.
Take a moment.
We can examine things. We can see what I can discern from my
Yes, just-
education,
Of
and then
course.
Yes.
from there we can use spells
Yes.
when necessary.
Yes.
Because I suspect that probably our next opponent will be the sorcerer
I
himself.
think so. And I
Mary.
think we should be careful with how much we expend whatever resources we have.
Yes.
Yes, I am no longer able to cast fireball, and
That
won't
is-
be able to till after a good night's rest.
Oh, well, we will find a situation where we will see the wondrousness of that, but
Yes, next time.
maybe this is a cloak of fireball casting.
Who
Could
knows?
be.
I would like to just look at them. Based on my education, can I discern any of their purposes?
You got a book.
I did.
Just
I
a
have a
minute
book
ago.
with loose
See what's
parchment
inside.
in it.
Yes,
Because there might
was
be
some
something
parchment
inside that
in
could-
there.
I would
you
like to
mentioned.
look at the loose parchments to start.
Exactly. I would love for you to look at the loose parchment. Here is your beautiful book.
It has skulls on it, and a skull inside. Wonderful.
What?
Oh, look,
has
there's
a little mini
skulls on
fake
your
skull.
book.
I'm sure
So
it's
when
not
you look
cursed
at
at all.
when you do look at it
Indeed.
and you check it out, you, as you read it, you recognize that this is a spell of speak with dead.
This is perfect. We could talk to the hard way.
We could ask them what their items do.
We
so
could
you don't
ask them about
waste.
their own items.
point-
I guess I only get to talk to one of them. So
Because
yeah.
what does that item? What did their items do? What did their items do?
Should
And what do
we-
your items
What
do? That's
item
three.
do times 3?
Yes.
And then
What
we ask them
item? What
what
item?
happened?
What item do?
What?
Should we ask them what happened?
You could ask
Yes.
Right, we could
That's-
ask them what happened, and we could also ask them if they have any information that would help us defeat
What
the
is-
sorcerer.
Yeah.
What about
What
where?
is he weak?
Where is the dragon egg?
Or right, where's the dragon egg? Or
Great question.
how did he kill them? Or something that could help us in a
Yes.
battle.
So when you look at them, they sort of loosely, again, one of them looks very much fighterly. One of them looks, has the cloak, so wizardish. And one of them has a dagger and a ring. Which of these are we speaking with?
I think I should speak to the wizardish one. Because that seems like one that might have a good understanding of the magic items.
Smart, very, very smart.
Very good idea.
Smart.
And so I cast it.
Excellent. So you read the spell out loud. As you do, the spell, the scroll itself begins to disintegrate upon you, as they often
Right.
do. That's kind of what they do. And and suddenly the wizard skeleton raises up.
Hello. I have a few questions. Could you please describe for us what your magic items do? That's parenthetical.
Yes, yes. It just kind of like it's still weaving a little bit, and pulls up the cloak and says, "Robe of scintillating colors."
Could you please describe for me what magic items this companion of yours has?
As you wave down to the fighter, it still holding its cloak in one hand, it points over. Magic breastplate, sword of sharpness.
And can you also please describe the magic items that your other companion holds?
Dagger of venom.
Ooh.
Ring of invisibility. And it's still kind of like weaving a little bit.
Well, with that out of the way, how exactly did your party die?
Evan, soul fallen, hired us to buy, to find and retrieve dragon's egg.
Yes, and I know that you succeeded, and we're all very proud.
Reneged on his agreement, killed us with oozes. We remained here until reanimated.
Okay. Is there anything that you could tell us that would help us defeat this sorcerer and avenge your deaths and your betrayal?
A dragon is proud and protects its young. A dragon's egg
Did he say
is
dragon?
the most valuable thing to a dragon.
Thank you so much for your help.
Before you even finish saying thank you, all of the bones just kind of collapse into nothingness.
I hope he rests in peace
Well,
after this.
that saves you some identify.
Right? Yes, definitely. I think all we need to identify then is the Morning Star, right?
Right.
Yes.
And
And if there's anything else,
Oh, and yeah,
there's another
there's a
book and a
book.
lantern of some sort.
Do you want to roll Arcana for it first?
Can you do your thing?
Oh, sorry. I was so transfixed with what was happening. Of course, and I will kind of slightly still hypnotized by what I just witnessed. I'm casting guidance on Althea.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Is that not normal to you? We do that a lot in academia. You know, you get donated corpses and then you speak to them to
No,
practice.
that sounds like torment for them.
much. They're usually quite friendly. All right, it's gonna be, oh God, a 4 plus 7, an 11.
Yes, you can definitely tell that this is a magic item. It does not seem to be a magic item necessarily with like charges. You know, it seems to be very similar to something that you heard of. A friend of yours at school who then moved into the clergy called a devotee's censer.
Oh. Devotee
Sounds
sensor.
like a cleric weapon.
Sure, nice. Okay.
Devotee sensor.
And then I guess it's just the book,
The book
right?
and the lantern.
And a lantern. Does the lantern seem magic-y?
It's hard to tell from where you are.
Do you want to make
Pink-
sure
pinky-
nothing is trapped and dangerous and deadly?
I can try. Plants. There's magical plants.
Plants,
and
yeah, I guess
the,
that's
the
neither of our
mushrooms were
specialty.
weird, so I will try because I'm trying
Okay.
to be brave. I'll check
You should
if
stop saying that you're trying to be brave. You are being brave.
I suppose by yes.
You've been incredibly brave this entire time.
Yeah.
I will be brave.
Yeah.
You are already.
I will check.
Only a dexterity check, because it sounds like you want to avoid, like you're being very careful.
And as I insist, as I still see that there's a hesitation
Yeah.
in you, I stop you, and there's elderly dwarf is standing right in front of you, looking right up at you, practically up your nose, and he puts
Yeah.
his hand right on your chest, and he says, "No, you have not tried. You have been. You are brave. You have been brave this entire time. Go and continue to be that which you already are." Guidance.
And Robin goes from quick breath to
Excellent.
and
Are you
rolls
serious right
a
now?
natural 20.
Oh!
Leave this in
Let's
Fourth.
go, Lego!
Wow. Fourth
Oh
natural
my
20.
God.
Let's go,
I need to use these
Lego.
dice more often.
Yeah.
To avoid the plants, and then I will see if the lantern is trapped in any way.
All right.
Or just pick it up.
Wonderful.
Investigation. It's good. 4.
All right, that's fine.
Very high
You
or
don't
very low?
necessarily like. It doesn't seem like a particularly.
Highs and roll. Highs and lows here.
It's a lantern. You don't. This is not really your lane.
No.
But you can certainly, scoop it up. Back there, there's also
book.
seem to be a book right back there that that is resting there with a little parchment sticking out of it, which I believe may look like this little guy right
Yes.
here,
Another
and
tome.
a little.
I have the lantern. Picked
You
up.
have the lantern. Wonderful.
I don't know what this is, to be honest, but it looks like something you could use or potentially you. Gasp.
I can continue to roll stuff, and then we'll distribute all this
Yes.
stuff, and then we can go forth, fully
forth
armed.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's go ahead and have you guys grab those things and upgrade your gear
Yes.
before we head up the stairs. Would you like to roll an arcana for your lantern?
I would love to do that. That's gonna be an 18.
Excellent. It is a lantern of revealing.
Wow.
Ooh, we got so much loot.
That will make someone visible, perhaps?
Except we want to make sure not to hold that too close to Robin.
Yes.
But, I
How many shields have we acquired?
Well, we
shield?
gave
one
to
to Alex.
You still have.
You still have
yours.
your other one.
There are also 2 potions in this room.
Whoa.
Yes, as you notice
we
that
can
they're
see.
up the stairs. You need
Yes.
to work your way up the stairs.
To get to the
We can
potion.
grab them on the way.
Yes.
As you guys are gradually having this conversation with each other, you do hear footsteps above you.
Oh.
Steps.
Footsteps. No, hear footsteps above you. It doesn't sound like they're not particularly. They're just you hear footsteps.
Oh God. I'm gonna cast mage armor because I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Oh, she's got 2 faces. I'm gonna put her serious face on.
Yes, there you go. Yes, upgrade those bad boys and
Now
girls.
she looks mad.
Wonderful. All right. Are we heading up the stairs?
Yes.
What does your sensor do? I'm wondering
Oh,
if it
yeah.
could be useful in,
What does that
in
do?
battle.
Sensor. The flail counts as a holy symbol for me, which is why I
Oh.
can drop this
Yes.
for now. And if you allow me to use your shield, I would
Absolutely.
be most.
Yes, and I can read it for you.
Yes.
The devotee's censer The rounded head of this flail is perforated with tiny holes arranged in symbols and patterns. It counts as a holy symbol for you. When you hit with an attack using the magic flail, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. As a bonus action, you can speak the command word to cause the flail to emanate a thin cloud of incense out to 10 feet for 1 minute. At the start of each of your turns, you and any other creatures in the incense regain 1d4 hit points.
What?
Property can't be used until the next dawn.
Yeah.
You should clip that on your.
Oh yes.
You don't
I've
need a
equipped it.
hammer?
And I will actually put it on my mini as well.
You still hear these very faint footsteps upstairs.
We're
Yeah,
too
we
busy.
really need to
We're
go
too
up
busy
there.
with our new presents.
ask-
We'll be
One-
right with you. We're just going to get better equipped so that we can deal with you more easily.
The footsteps
I think
stop
you
as soon
should
as
just
he
keep
hears
the
voices.
lanterns as well.
As soon as it,
Just-
whatever it is, hears voices.
Can I ask one
And
more?
then they start moving very fast.
We need to move.
And
think we
then
need to
they just kind of fade.
No. Darn it!
Well,
I meant that
Are we-
above table.
are we going up the stairs?
We're going up the yes.
Perhaps it's Mary.
Perhaps he's getting
Or
away.
what was the other name you read about?
Yes, it was
Evan?
Yvonne Soulfallen.
That sounds like a very nice name. I'm
sounds-
sure
But
there's
I don't know
nothing
if we have
evil.
time. They're getting away.
Yes,
and
we
need
should
to-
go. We should go up there.
I'm running.
Okay.
We
so
run up the
starts
stairs.
running up the stairs.
Can we grab the two potions that
You
are?
can absolutely grab the two potions. That's a very good idea. These, the one of them looks very, very similar to a previous potion that you had. So you're going to guess that it is a potion of some kind of healing.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other one is, what color is it?
It's
So there's
blue.
the big red one, and then there's a small blue one.
Small blue one. Go ahead and grab that blue one.
Okay.
And roll a super fast Arcana check for me.
Sure.
As you're running.
Sure.
Take the big one.
That's a 21.
Excellent. It's a potion of heroism.
Ooh. I feel like I should give this
Yes.
to you.
Yes, it's good.
Just a feeling I have in my heart.
And while you are
Thank you.
running up the stairs, passing off items
Yes,
as you
yes.
go, multitasking,
I'll tell you what
I think
that
it's
does.
time to show you the next set.
Yes. Whoa.
Is the rest of the tower.
The egg!
Look at that.
So, this first level, as you climb up the stairs, this first level, you seem, obviously the walls are starting to fall away. Like this is the crumbling part of the tower. It does not seem like anybody has tried to rebuild this. This level of the tower has a seeming shrine backed against one wall, and carved above the shrine are 5 stone dragon heads. Resting on the shrine's
5.
altar is a lustrous green orb.
We'll turn it for you to see.
Yes, turn. I
Yes,
must see.
yes,
I must
yes,
see.
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, I see that.
So we are
on the outside too.
This one.
Symbol.
Yeah.
Symbol.
See those dragon heads. And the
One more
green
thing you
orb.
noticed is that a large key is just laying on a small stand on the floor.
Here.
Do we hear any footsteps moving up?
It feels like they've gone.
They
The
can't hear 'em
footsteps are. You're not hearing them.
Oh no.
Orb shrine.
Well, yes. There's things here to do, but the lantern. If
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll hold it up.
Okay, so you're
And
using
light
the
it.
lantern of revealing to reveal if there is anything that is invisible around you.
Is this a thing where you can only do it?
like a few times or once.
Let's see, lantern of. Oh, it burns for 6 hours.
Oh, wonderful.
As you do it, around you, you see nothing out of order other than you see only the things that you already saw.
No.
Remember the sign on the board downstairs that was something about the cult of the dragon? Does anyone know anything about that?
No, but there's 5
Interesting
dragon.
question. Roll a history check.
But there are 5 dragon heads on this shrine.
Right.
Oh,
5
yes.
dragon heads.
Of
What could that
What could that possibly be?
But they're all the same color, so.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 23.
Oh, snap. You were a very good history student.
Nice.
So, from your history books, you recognize that there are a few things about this room. One, you recognize that the 5-headed dragon is a dragon from your studies named Tiamat. And one of the things in this area in particular that you recall is that the cult of the dragon, a nefarious organization, were worshippers of this particular dragon deity. In addition, you do remember an orb of dragon kind being used for, again, nefarious reasons to call evil dragons toward it by the user.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oops.
I mean, I could try and dispel it, but somehow I think that type of magic would be much stronger than I would be able to get rid of.
This seems like it's clearly in the wrong hands, and that's the problem.
Yes.
It is not, and at the moment, it is just sitting on this particular little dais. It's
Seems
not
inert.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't seem. It's bright, but it's not necessarily. You don't see any magic that you can tell coming off of it.
I will go over and inspect the key. And
Inspect
just be
the
like,
key?
Is there anything around it?
It is sitting on
sitting?
It is just sitting on a little platform there in the room.
Okay.
There's
Doesn't
nothing-
look
nothing
like-
remarkable.
Nothing, no mechanical things around it or anything, just
Roll me a investigation
Investigation.
check.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
Yep.
It seems again, just seems pretty normal.
I'll pick up the key.
All right then. Where are you guys, by the way? Can we?
So
can
I'll
we, like,
be
yes.
I'll be here next to the key. You were looking at the shrine, right?
Yes,
think I was looking at the orb
definitely
with you.
looking at the shrine,
You can stand.
I'll be in the
carrying 1
middle.
million books.
Can I try and take the key?
Yes, as you take the key.
No!
Oh, poor Gaspar.
I knew it would be me.
Right next to you takes a tumble. Takes a tumble
so there was a
right
trapdoor.
down to.
There really was?
Gaspar!
There really was. There actually was in the actual set.
Oh, man. Oh, I
It
did.
just
Look at
opened
me.
right up.
Oh, I thought you'd accidentally dropped me, but no.
No,
you
he
fell
does
through.
not fall. Gaspar, my dear, you need to
No.
take 5 points of bludgeoning. Now, thankfully, Gaspar is sturdy.
Gaspar is pretty
He
sturdy.
is a sturdy fellow.
Get rid of John.
Oof, you
Oh, knocks the wind out of me.
And as that happens, you hear from above almost like clanking noises.
Oh no.
And rustling from above.
I just look over and go,
I'm okay.
so sorry.
Don't worry about it. We'll try to get up and get up there.
I want to bend over the hole in the floor and cast jump on Gaspar so he can just come right back.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Awesome.
what?
Because we're in a bit of a rush.
We are. I
Is
will.
that possible?
Back up.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Let's see it.
Well
did-
done. I mean, I said it before, Grandpa
Put you
Sprout.
there. There you go.
Right? Excellent. So, with this historical memory that you have, you now know what this item probably is, what this represents. You have a key. You have raced up the stairs. Waynus is there at the ready. What are we going to do?
We must go up.
We gotta
how,
go up.
How big is the lantern? Range,
Oh, 30 feet.
30 feet. I will dash ahead and I'll
Okay.
and just go
Yes,
invisible.
clever.
Just
okay.
in case.
So you run up the stairs, and you see a workshop, and you see, indeed do see your old friend Mary Rumwell messing with bottles and flasks, and it looks like some sort of a workshop.
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps he is grabbing items and pouring other items into other items. He does not seem to have seen you.
Okay. I come back down and I'm like, Mary's in some kind of workshop, like a wizard's workshop. I assume.
Stab him with your dagger.
No, because I don't know what's in that room. Could be trapped. But
That's fair.
it's better to go as a group. No. Maybe turn off the lantern.
If you go ahead.
Yes.
Well, we can't. We will.
I don't think I can get through the door without him seeing the
Clanking
door.
and
see.
some footsteps and some more clanking
That's
happening.
that's the plan because that's the one that we've thought of and we must
Sure.
Okay.
go in.
You go up.
Invisible?
Now that you are closer up, you are invisible. In the space, you see sort of like the standard makings of an arcane workshop. There's a red candle. There's a cauldron. There's random spell components and scrolls. A lit brazier that looks like a humanoid skull. Not entirely sure what that is. And sure enough,
that one.
Mary is up there working, and he sees. Oh, you again! Not you! Go bother someone else. And as his voice changes, so does his appearance. For in a swirl of black smoke, the appearance of Mary Rumwell changes to a figure clad in red.
I don't think we're going to be able to talk our way out of this one.
You were right. Evil makes merry while good sleeps.
Oh, makes Mary.
It all makes sense now.
He melts
very-
away, and you see this figure with a black cloak on top, a staff with a sword, a scroll, and disappears once again.
Oh, good
It's
thing I
that
didn't
same sound you remember
lantern out.
from before when you ran down the stairs to go find him in the inn.
But I still have the lantern. But
You do, but you do not see anything.
okay, absolutely gone. So not invisible.
Where did this person go? Is there anywhere else to go?
Now, you do look around you, and there is another level, it seems, above you. Everything's pretty decrepit
Yeah.
and stony, but if you look up, there does seem to be further to go.
Does jump still
going.
work?
Yeah,
Do I
you
still
did it
have it
for 1
activated?
minute, so-
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna go to the edge. I'm gonna jump straight up, get a look, and then come right back down.
Amazing. So you're like, amazing. Take a look. Okay, in that super quick look, there is so little of the tower left. You bounce up, you see a dragon egg surrounded by candles. And you bounce after.
There's a dragon egg surrounded by candles.
Oh no, it's some kind of ritual. Maybe it's to activate the orb.
Oh, I'm gonna leap up there. I'm gonna remove the dragon egg to stop the ritual, hopefully. So I'm gonna leap up again.
All right, so you leap up again, and
I'm gonna land
you're
on
gonna
the-
land
yes.
there. All right, so let's put our boy Gaspar
Yeah.
in his position. So you see this dragon egg in front of you. It does seem like the candles are around it. It does not seem like they are placed in any sort of like organized fashion. They just seem to be around it somehow, facing toward it. And you said you run to grab it or
Yes, as a bonus action, I would like to activate the devotee's this mace.
Okay.
So that's going to be active. It just lights up, and this swirling divine energy is. It's like a smoky energy starts to just emanate from it. And I'm going to grab the egg.
Excellent. So, I love this for you. So he runs forward with the wisps of beautiful, like this almost radiant smoke coming off of the devotee's censer. You reach forward, knocking over a few candles. You grab the egg and hold it close to your chest, and you hear from above you, standing above, there's a little ladder above, and standing above on barely like a little shelf is Aaron Soulfalling. He screams down to you as his clothes flap in the wind. That's my egg.
That is not your egg. This belongs to someone else. This is someone's child that you've taken, and I know it is not yours.
Are the rest of you?
I'm up there. Yeah.
He sees that. He says, "That's my egg," and he sees you all running up as well. And he says, "Thieves! All of you have come to take what is rightfully mine. I paid the adventurers for it. I did all the hard work. This egg is not yours. It belongs to..." And almost in slow motion, you hear a sound from behind him.
Wait.
You hear the flapping of wings. You feel the air around you just seem to get the tiniest bit warmer.
Just like,
You put the ring on.
Put the ring on, but your thing is still up, right?
yeah,
lantern?
I'm just
Okay,
like
that's okay,
in
okay.
complete
You hear
fear.
the flapping of wings, and above you, a terrible roar fills the sky as a fully grown red dragon swoops toward the tower.
Very cool.
We might die.
A giant adult red dragon perches on the remains of this stone tower. You hear the thud of the dragon's feet. You feel the entire tower shudder, and you are almost knocked over by the power of the wind blowing around you with its wings. Who dares to steal my egg? And she peers around and immediately looks at Gaspar.
Do I have a moment to respond?
She is asking you a question.
It is not. We have not. We're not the ones that are here to steal your egg. We're here to free your egg. And I'm gonna point up to the real bad guy. to Romwell. That is the person who has stolen your egg for nefarious reasons. We've come here to set all that right. This is yours. This belongs to you. And I'm going to use a bonus action to activate my my weapon, this devotee sensor. I can speak the command word to cause a flare to emanate. It's already emanating this incense, and at the start of each of my turns. So if I have the capability to do this, I'm going to cause the egg, if it's been damaged at all, I'm going to guide that incense towards the egg to heal it for 1d4.
Nice.
As a demonstration of good faith, essentially. We're on your side.
Okay, so let me set the scene. Because we do know that some adventurers stole the dragon's egg.
And we sure look like
Yes.
We do know you look like
now we're wearing their clothes.
adventurers. And you're wearing their clothes.
Oh no!
However,
But I am not wearing any of their clothes.
fair, you are not.
I know, but I'm still an
That's true.
adventurer.
But you are holding the dragon egg in your
Fair
hands.
point.
It wasn't
So,
me.
I will give you this. It is a very high DC,
Oh God.
but I'm going to ask you to make a persuasion roll with advantage because your act of putting the protective energy around
where you roll
this
big.
dragon's egg. Guidance.
Oh, I mean, would you allow me to, as in mid-sentence, cast guidance on myself? No, that doesn't.
I
No.
would because look, your faith, your faith in yourself, your conviction is so solid. You've been running around giving out guidance like mints. So please, yes, let's give yourself.
I will take
give
that.
yourself
Thank you,
the benefit
generous
that
and
you
kind
can.
dungeon master.
Yes, yes, of course. Don't forget you also.
Have an
Oh,
inspiration.
I have it. I'm ready.
all right.
Don't you?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see if I need it.
We believe in you.
Oh, is this a persuasion roll?
It is a persuasion roll.
It is. That is a 16 total. I would like to use my inspiration.
All right. I
I-
support you in that decision.
Get to just re-roll the one. Come on. What is it?
Oh
That's worse. No. Let us see what the story wants to be instead of what we want the story to be.
Indeed. I mean, indeed, you are so full of convictions. Even tears start coming out of your eyes because you think of your beautiful grandchildren. You think of your family and how awful it is to be able to imagine that someone would take
them from
their
you.
egg and that it could possibly be you. You are crestfallen. Unfortunately,
Yes.
16 does not cut that DC.
Understood.
She hesitates for a moment.
You lying.
I need you to roll.
Come on.
Against the dragon!
Oh God. Oh, don't I have a thing that
You have advantage. You get to roll
initiative
twice.
I get to roll
different
twice.
now?
And take the higher of the two.
I'll take that 12 then. So that's 13.
Or
I'm
13
actually,
part
I'm
two.
also
Dumb.
13.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Between
try.
the two of you, who has the higher dex?
Are you 13 as well?
Yes.
I have a 0 for Dex mod.
I have a +3.
Okay. Oh, look at you, a speedy
Weird.
wizard.
I don't know.
No wonder you were rolling all those high initiatives.
Yeah.
Okay. And Robin Richmond?
20.
Dirty
Dirty 20.
Excellent. All
I'm going
right.
to try something really dumb.
Okay.
All right. Well, we start with our evil sorcerer.
Oh no.
This might ruin my plan.
However, the evil sorcerer is clearly this is not a person in their right mind. Because obviously this egg does not belong to him, but somehow you see madness in his eyes. And he is holding a scroll. He reads the scroll aloud. Alastus mesto, sefo hachato. And he casts Hold Monster.
Right. So he casts it with all the power, all the conviction. You see a green blast come out from his arm as he casts the spell. The scroll dissolves into nothingness. It heads directly for the heart of the dragon and simply dissipates.
Okay. Let's see. This could work.
Puny human, with your puny magic, let me show you how it's done. And she turns on Erva.
Oh.
She don't go for it. She gonna use her breath weapon. Now, the
against
good
him.
news is, yes, exactly. Like the trajectory there is definitely straight away from you guys, so you should be okay. Recharge your significant coin. Must make a. Yeah, it's tough to stare you through, buddy. Oh snap! Okay. It was almost a natural.
Oh, wow.
Same, so close. So indeed, she unleashes a giant cone of fire toward him as he has to take a very large. Oh no, that's 18d6. Goodness.
Oh, 18.
I need more
Oh,
d6.
dear.
Give me all the d6s, and then I will do
Here's
math.
5.
Excellent.
Here's
an
just
extra
one
2.
more. Huh?
All right. We'll just keep counting until
Yeah.
they're done. You stay out of this.
Yes.
All right, ready? I'm just gonna do these and see what happens.
Okay.
All right. 30, 36, 37, 38. That is 61 damage.
Whoa.
To Elvon. So he is consumed in fire. His clothes are just completely almost burned away. He screams in horror, but he is still standing.
God.
Whoa, what?
Yes, indeed. Now, you are still holding the egg?
I am.
All right, that's fine.
I mean, I don't want to, but I was on my turn yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
Meanwhile, Wayne sees this burst of fire in front of her eyes, and they're full of tears, and she's in awe and in majesty as like looking at this creature. I've always wanted to see a red dragon. I didn't think it'd be this close.
Well, it might be the last thing you see.
You might find out what it eats when it's angry.
I mean, it's entirely
see.
possible. That could happen. Next in line, we did that. Next in line is Lucas. No, sorry, Robin.
Is the dragon looking at Gasp?
The dragon
with the
just
egg.
unleashed its breath weapon, so it's still focused on.
How is
the wizard.
Arvan looking?
Everyone's looking rough.
Okay.
Crispy?
Yeah, he's looking pretty crispy. He does
I
not
am
look
going
like delicious hot
to,
wings.
Yes,
if
I was
you
gonna
will
say.
allow this,
Right.
I'm going to try something rather silly, but I
Huh?
have a fish.
You do have
So,
a fish. We're
as,
fishing for
as
inspiration.
a thief, climbing doesn't cost me extra movement.
Correct.
So I'm going to dart up, and I'm going to use a bonus action to use my fast hands to take the egg out of your hand
Oh,
and place it gently on the ground so he's not holding it. And I'm going to climb up to the top, and as an action, as an attack, take out one of the leftover chilies and smash it into his face
Amazing.
and just say, Alex is the true sorcerer, not you.
Oh, I feel like you should have an extra roll for solid burn.
nice.
That was a solid
So this
burn.
is just an
Yes.
unarmed,
Burn pro.
this is just a chili unarmed strike.
No, absolutely. Clean up arm strike.
There's your chili.
Okay, that's not great.
No.
You got it.
I got an inspiration now, so I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
I'm going to
You're gonna
cash in
your-
my fish.
Your fishspiration.
Fish.
I did
Wonderful.
cash in this as well.
Wonderful.
I rolled
Here, let's
so-
find out how well it hits.
All right.
It's okay. Fish cannon.
It's a fish cannon.
With an unarmed strike, that's not good. That's a 13.
But a 13 hits.
Because
Indeed.
it's a
Now,
wizard.
I think you should, because it's not an unarmed strike, you are armed with chilies. So
True.
I'm going to give you an extra 1d4 to your damage.
Okay, so it's going to be a d4 plus 1.
Okay.
That is a 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
Plus 1.
Every little bit counts.
It would have been better just to use my new dagger, but the chilies seemed more thematic.
I loved it.
That was excellent. All right, that finishes your turn. Next is
stabbing
Wanus.
What do I do? Why do I do it? It's a dragon. I don't want to hurt him, but I don't think we have a choice.
We always have a choice, my child.
I think I should just attack it. Or not.
No, don't.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
It hasn't engaged us yet. I will use my sling to do a ranged attack on Mr. Chili Eyes
Okay.
to see if we can take him out first.
All right, give me a ranged attack.
Let's roll for that. That's a 9 plus 4.
That's a 13.
13
Find out that
hits.
Yeah.
13 hits.
Nice. So that is a 3 plus 1.
4.
Excellent. All right. He is looking exceedingly rough, like between the chilies where he's just like, it is like we're just, and now he's had a solid
Piece of rock.
piece of rock thrown at him, basically. He's also starting to teeter a little bit
Excellent.
over there. So you're still up on the same level with
Yeah,
him,
I
correct?
can't get back out from that.
Okay, no worries.
So I'm just
no worries.
there.
You used up all your. That's
Yeah,
fine. That's fine.
I'm just there.
So you're watching him teeter and kind of flail
Yeah.
around and just doing your best to avoid getting knocked over by a blinded sorcerer. But that does finish your turn. Althea, my dear.
I am gonna cast Chill Touch on the sorcerer.
Okay.
Go for it.
Is that allowed?
That is absolutely allowed.
All right,
Go, babe.
It's a ranged spell attack, so that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And it is 1d8 necrotic damage.
All right.
2d8.
Oh, you're right.
Because you are level 5.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought it was another 7. It's a 2. Womp womp.
Okay, so
9 necrotic damage.
amazing.
And the hand clings to him and he can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. If he was gonna try.
He is down on his knees now.
Oh.
He is no longer running around. He is down. The egg. I must have the egg. And upon hearing that, Cinderhowl once again turns her attention toward him. And she has clocked with her incredibly keen senses that the egg is no longer in anyone's hands. That it is only down on the ground. That it is only down on the ground there, so strong work there. She is going to make a swipe with her claw to knock him off.
Oh God, I hope
The
you're
top.
not collateral damage.
Yep. We'll see. Do I have to do a
I
save
would like
already?
for you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I am pretty good at those. 17.
Okay.
17. She swipes out one of her long claws above her, just long enough to catch him with her claws. Reaches around him and swats him around you as you expertly lean back with your legs firmly planted on the floor and evading her claws as she takes ever soon fallen. Down to his
Soul fallen indeed.
demise.
Fitting name.
She turns her attention back to all of you.
You had your hands on my head,
But only to
but
protect it.
you put it down. Perhaps you aren't together with him. I don't really know. I don't know what nefarious schemes all of you are up to.
Just wanted some chicken wings.
No.
That literally stops her in her proverbial tracks. She reaches, staring at you the whole time as you said that. She reaches down and grabs onto her egg, holds it close to her chest.
I don't believe that you are as good-hearted as you try to make it seem. I'm not finished with you. But I am finished here.
And she, with a smack and a slap of her wings on the tower, takes off, her egg close to her heart, and flies off to be contended with another day.
Oh, man.
If that doesn't get us Adventure of the Month,
Yeah.
I don't know what will.
You just hear Robin up top, just like, I immediately forgot I have a terrible fear of heights, and tries to eventually just climb down.
Tries to climb his way
yes, he
down.
climbs
sweet,
down.
Sweet boy. In the hours that follow, as you regroup, as you heal, as you
Yes.
process that you saved a child and yet somehow it wasn't enough. As you process the extraordinary experience you had, as you work your way down the tower, back through the meadow, the owlbear is still asleep. Wow,
Amazing.
He slept through
How'd he sleep
everything.
through that?
That is some serious sleep. He only had one spider, my God. What kind of food coma is that?
I've been
You
there.
make your way across the meadow and back to in plain sight. The terror that you were feeling is somehow mitigated by, once again, that smell of the delicious hot wings. But there's something slightly different about it now. Because Alex has actually been cooking hot wings. These are no magic fakey fake. Should have been Alex hot wings. These are the
Real deal.
old-time original in plain sight hot wings. You move inside, and Alex comes forward with 2 giant platters, already prepared for all of you. I don't know how you did it, but I thank you that you did. You have unlimited hot wings for life. If you come and stay here at the In Plain Sight, and Pouncy is also forever your friend. He places these hot wings in front of you. And as you all grab onto one of them, cheers together, that brings us to the end of our Lego D&D game night, Red Dragon's Tale.
Nice.
My sweet, sweet players, would you please reintroduce yourselves to the folks at home?
I'm Lucas Bolt, and I played as Waynes Bree Twisk.
And also, before we move on, as the creator of this incredible set,
Yes.
you are the teacher's pet. You have an apple of inspiration, which you did not need during the adventure, so I couldn't give it to you. So there you go,
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
my dear.
I am Luis Carrazzo, and I played Gaspar Roca.
I am Ginny D, and I played Professor Althea Runespinner.
And I am Jordan Scott, and I played Sir Robin, but I'm going to change his second name to Enrichman.
Oh, I love it. I have been your dungeon master, Anjali Bhimani. It's been such a pleasure. Just a reminder, once again, we are here in this extraordinary location. We are here in Billund, Denmark, the home of the Lego Group. And in fact, we are in the home of the Lego brick itself, Lego House. So everything surrounding us is just a delicious piece of history. We are so grateful to have been here. Thank you so much to all of the folks that have made this possible. Lego House, the Lego Group, Wizards of the Coast, D&D. To find out more about the Lego Ideas Dungeons & Dragons Red Dragon's Tale set, the free gift of your little mimic dice, the adventure book, and the soundscape. For those of you listening at home, you may have heard sound effects going on while we were playing. These have been specially created for this tale, for this adventure, and you can use them now too.
I think it's kind of fun to show you like the actual adventure book, because you can get a physical one. So we have it in this beautiful envelope. Our wonderful colleagues at AV illustrated everything.
Oh,
A
amazing.
nice envelope, hot wings.
Hot wings.
Top
Clearly
of the
the
sauce.
hot wings. Clearly
Even
the
more
hot-
hungry.
And
Oh, look at that.
this beautiful illustrated cover of
so
A Red
good.
Dragon's
I
Tale,
love it so much.
and everything inside that you need
Yeah,
to
like I
play
told you,
through
it's just gorgeous.
the adventure.
Oh, that's awesome.
And all the creatures
And
in
what
there.
Wow.
I was
Look at that.
especially like blown away by was the Wizard team creating rules for if you don't know how to play Dungeons and Dragons. So you could play this with like younger people, like members of your family, friends, and you don't need to know every in and out of the player's handbook or the DMG. You can just flip a coin to see if you succeed or fail. Like it could be as simple as that. So
Wow.
it can be a truly interactive story. And then you have your character sheets as well, and then little notes pages if you want to take notes. So it's awesome. And then I guess since I'm showing stuff, since you haven't maybe seen,
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna block myself.
Oh, wow.
The final box.
Oh, it looks
Um,
great.
and we were very conscious to not spoil anything. So
Yes, please.
Ervan is only shown with his back to you.
Amazing.
But yeah, down, where is it? Down on the side, Mary is just greeting people.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got a keen eye, you might find out. But this is the box in its
And it
all
does
its
have
glory.
my favorite of all of the little beast creations, which is that adorable owl bear.
Yes.
I cannot with
cute.
the owl bear.
Yeah.
And to find out more about all of these wonderful things, you can go to lego.com DND to pop in. You can also pop into your local Lego store to pick up this beautiful Lego Ideas Dungeons & Dragons Red Dragon's Tale set. And you can go to D&D Beyond to get your hands on the digital adventure book. It's adorable. You guys have to check it out. It's very, very cool. You can get the character sheets there. You can get digital dice. You can get more. Thank you so much for joining us for this adventure. We will see you next time.
Thank you.